Hello everybody, welcome to the Dead Unicorn. We are playing Legend of the Five Rings. It's Cyber Samurai Saturday. I'm your host, my name is Corey. I'm also the Game Master. I am here with Matt. I'm here with Tarek. There he is! I'm here with Howard, and I'm here with Crystal. We are playing the adventure Sin of Regret. It's this guy right here. It's backward. Oh, no, it's not. There you go. Yeah.
Looks just right.
It's just right. Never mind. I can never tell if this thing is gonna mirror me or not. If you're interested in this adventure, come join us. If you're interested in the Legend of Five Rings, come join us. If you're a fan, welcome back. I'm glad to have you here. We do this live every Saturday night as much as we can. So if you want to keep track of us, subscribe, hit the bell, and also you can become a patron. Those guys scrolling up in the upper corner, they're patrons. They give me money, so we can buy subscriptions.
If you can also give him money.
Yes, you can do that too. It pays for subscriptions. It pays for things like cameras and sound equipment and everything like that to put on these little shows. And if you are a patron, you get a few perks, including that little name that scrolls up in the corner. But you also get to vote on who your favorite character is, and they get a special, unique little thing that they can do during the game. Today's special, unique little snowflake is Rikyu. Rikyu, played by Howard. He will be able to take any one of his roles and turn it into an instant success with no extra successes or opportunities or anything like that. It's just a success.
You did it.
It's a you did it. If he doesn't use it by the end of this game, it just turns into a void point, which is not as good, but it's still good. Okay. Where we last left off. Actually, let's go into describing each other's characters. Do y'all still want to do that, or do y'all want to do the 1 minute recap? What was your favorite thing? Oh, yep, the character frames are right. Thanks, Icthillian, for pointing that out. Ayumi, I gotta change everybody. Ayumi goes up here. Boop.
Oh no, you gave us the wrong names?
I did give you the wrong names.
Ayumi goes there. Switch it down. Marl's gonna get my free points.
Everybody's right except for me and Crystal now, so I just go like this, boop, and
Howard,
there we are.
I like your little pet cockatiel.
Mm-hmm.
It's awfully cute.
I'm glad you noticed him.
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
It's inappropriate, so I can't say.
It's Squeal.
I thought you were going to say
called
it's in
Squeal.
bird language, so it's just.
His name is Congressman
Devin Nunes.
Yeah, Devin Nunes. Devin Nunes. Congressman Nunes. Okay, do y'all want to do the 30-second recap or 1 minute recap or whatever, or do you want to describe each other's characters? What do y'all prefer?
I kind of like the recap better, although I could be biased since I had to do Ayumi twice in a row.
That's what she said?
Nobody wants to do Ayumi twice in a row.
You know what?
First time is more than enough.
I hear the second time she lets you do the really dirty stuff.
Nope, I don't know.
But you're not likely to survive.
How about this? We'll let you go first on the describing other people's characters thing. So go for it. Let's do it. Let's do it one more time.
Let's see.
Do me again.
Ayumi!
But then it's your own fault.
Yeah, by choice.
But by now, you should have it down. You should have it scripted in your head.
Of course.
She's the ninja chick.
Yeah, ninja chick. Let's do Rikyu. He seems interesting. Pretty much keeps his face covered all the time. I don't think I've ever seen it. Also, good at spells and rituals. We each have our own strengths and weaknesses there. I don't really know what his story is. We haven't talked much. And makes me wonder, since he never says anything about himself, like, is he from some mysterious group, or is his family famous?
He from the future.
Riku has a case of G.I. Joe face, and that's why he wears the mask all the time.
Snake eyes.
And Cobra Commander.
He
No,
does
my head
have
is not a
lot
cobra
of
head.
scars, though, on his body. I caught a glimpse while we were at the hot springs.
Come on, Monkey Wrench. Let's take a pot shot at those
obviously,
Joes.
something bad has happened to him, and I must find out more. Okay, go on. Like, I don't know you very well.
Things you might have picked up, because we've done some talks about spells and rituals and worked them together. You know, I can talk to the ghosts and the spirits, so you know at least one of my rituals. You know that most of the spells I use are cast from Earth Stance.
Yeah.
Although you have seen me do Pathfinder Peace as well, which you know is a water stance. So you know, so I think that you would have definitely picked that stuff up from me just from our magical interactions.
Yes.
And you being another casting type, although not a true Shugenja, just a little fake Shugenja that you are. I don't have to describe you today. I should describe Ayumi is the only one I think I haven't described.
Good luck.
What does everyone else not notice about Ayumi that I notice? She really gets really mad if you touch her thigh, and the second time she gets even madder.
Yep.
Even if
Accurate.
you've made it completely clear when I'm doing something that out of character, it's because I'm trying to get your attention. We're in danger. But apparently that she's got her dignity, and that's more important than her actual life.
Hell yeah. All I got left.
What else? Have I noticed here? As has been pointed out, we never get to sit down and really just talk stuff out. So I don't know a lot about her background and her past. I know she was toting around that sword that belonged to some other family because she had some intent to return it. I don't know if she meant to bargain it back or was hoping for a status boost. But from her interactions, I somehow don't believe is completely altruistic. She's not evil. I've seen her be nice to the common folk and stand up for them without knowing they don't have the ability to pay for it. But at the same time, she's far from completely altruistic. You know, she's definitely not there. That is my assessment of her character, and I don't want to talk all day, so I'll pass it on to Ayumi. Pick somebody and talk about them.
I feel like that was a pretty good description. Ayumi is altruistic to a point, and that point is as soon as you become somebody of substance, there's no longer any reason for me to really protect you. I'm all for protecting the little guy. Once you're like a full-grown samurai, though, you're more of an enemy. You're more of an a impediment than someone to
And
be
a benefit.
Yeah. That being said, I think everything else is pretty accurate. My intentions are pretty hard to read most of the time unless I'm being openly correct about it. As for me, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Bashar, because he's the one who is left. I know Bashar fairly well. He was the first person I met of the group. He seems to be honest and forthright, but way too naive for his own good. He is not. He is an outsider from this land, but he's capable of picking up what the world here means. But I'm worried that he's not going to pick it up quickly enough before he has to make his trek back, or potentially stopping him from making a trek back if he goes into some kind of danger, which is why I've decided to stick around and keep close to him, because obviously he's going to need some protection. And I can feel comfortable doing that because, he's a foreigner. People look down on him. They don't like him. So he fits perfectly well with me. He seems pretty loyal, and I respect that. He does know way too much about my past, and that could become a liability. But so far, he hasn't seemed to use it to his advantage, so, hopefully I don't have to do something terrible to him later. All right. I think that's me. What do you think?
I would definitely say fairly accurate. Bashar wouldn't use any of the information against you unless you do something really, really horrendous that's like, oh, I don't know, like this is kind of dubious. But so far, he's totally cool with that assessment. And I believe the one of the few people I have not talked about was Marl. I think, or Marl might have been one of the first characters I talked about when we started the what do the other characters think of the other, sort of introspection. But regardless of that, as far as Bashar is concerned, she is a fellow traveler that came from outside of Rokugan, or fellow foreigner, and since essentially she's a part of the group, he seeks to make sure that everyone in the group is well protected, as well as Marl, and she's just a good traveling companion that provides healing and spiritual services that that really goes over Bashar's head. So. And I believe that's about all I can say at the moment for Bashar.
Okay, well, that's everybody. A little bit of recap so we can catch everybody up. Y'all are in Closed Shell Castle. Y'all are here because Reiju Jikai,
I didn't do it.
the daimyo, is you think he might be a bad guy, and you're going to do something about that. But you haven't met him yet. You think you've met his wife, and you've met a couple other people, including his bodyguard as well. And some weird Marl has met some weird wolf guy or some weird predator guy in the library. Bashar has checked out a derelict guard tower.
And I have questions.
Yumi is training in the dojo, and Rikyu is investigating a well which a ghost climbed out of ring style, and now he's filled with rage.
Now,
and that is where we've left off. Rikyu is filled with rage. The enraged condition, you are now consumed with anger. With rage and fights with fury and devastation at it, as it is terrifying. An enraged character increases the severity of all critical strikes inflicted upon other characters by 2. So you are now more deadly because you are enraged.
Doesn't he also increase them against himself?
No.
Oh.
there is no downside. We should all go play in the well.
The first time an enraged character kills another character, each scene, the enraged character gains a void point. So
Not a permanent void point.
you go kill people for some void points.
Like a temporary, though, not a permanent void point. Like my ring does not increase.
Right.
No, it's a void point, not a point in your void ring.
Right, okay. Just making sure. I wouldn't argue. I like the superpowers. I'm sure that they would eventually turn on me
Raise your
horribly if
void
they
ring.
got that kind of a bonus. The bigger the bonus with a random superpower, the bigger the flaw when it eventually snaps back.
So I think you should. We'll start out with you and what you're doing, and you need to act on your rage. Whatever's ticking you off, you should go do something about that.
Let me. How high is my strife? What am I? What kind of a? Other than the rampaging rage problem, I'm below the midway point on strife. These people have been nothing but nice. They've fed me. They've given me sake, which I still have my jug. Although in my rage, I don't feel like I'm going to wash it. I'm just going to finish it and just leave the unwashed jug down here. Like when the Power Rangers get
So
angsty
rude.
when they're evil.
Yeah. Angsty Power Ranger syndrome, where they just hang out with each other. I have made the Power Rangers evil. They still hang out with each other, but they just snipe at each other all day. That's all it is.
That's my level of rage with my strife still under the halfway point. I have information that I want to share, but I also want to do something about this rage. The Yojimbo was super cool with me. The only guy that has been not cool with me, I totally owned him in that conversation, and he left, and then I got cheered on for that conversation by the Yojimbo. So there's nothing here to actually be an object of my rage.
Except maybe
I have
the ghost.
borrowed anger. Except what?
Maybe the ghost?
Well, there's the daimyo that you have a problem with.
Well, the ghost, I don't know. It seems weird to be mad at the ghost, and also the ghost is gone. I do know how to make the ghost come back. You know what?
Dive into the well.
No, well, maybe. Rage swimming. No. Okay, somebody's down there, and a part of me wants to go get that body, but that's more investigative-y. I think I would have battled this ghost. So I'm going to start a commune with spirits.
You're gonna shit talk a ghost now?
I'm going to, yes, that is
You
my
challenge
plan.
him to a rap battle.
How dare you touch me without my permission?
Challenging a ghost to a duel. I like it.
That sounds cool. I'm down. Let's do that.
Okay.
Come out and fight me like a man.
Come at me, Gamork.
Let's do a commune with a communing ritual. Void,
That is
because
a
it's a ghost.
TM2 theology check.
Yeah, it's going to be void stance because it's a
Right.
ghost.
Yeah. You are correct. Theology. Where did I put that theology?
Let me grab
It's
the
on here
ghost
somewhere.
stats here.
There it is. Void. It's only TN2. I'm not going to spend a void on it.
Please start channeling Bill Murray, says Icthillian in the comments.
I like that. I will take the 2 explosive successes with 1 strife. And let me re-roll those. Although,
He's gonna go all Garfield on us.
is it TN2 or TN1?
He's gonna hate Mondays and like lasagna.
I think it's 2.
it's
But if
TN
it's 2,
It's TN1 for
commune with
communing, I
spirits.
believe.
oh, is it only 1? Okay.
Let me
Then because I know that I need. I think
Maybe
if
that's
it's only
right
TN1, I think it's the extra successes I need, not the.
Maho.
It's
Not
TN1.
the. I mean the opportunities I need, not the successes, or is it the other way
Yeah,
around?
Yeah.
it's opportunity that you need, not successes. Successes can give you further range
Yeah.
Right.
on
But-
sensing, but opportunity
but-
gives you extra.
Yeah, I
things that
think
you
that
can.
ghost is somewhere nearby. So I'm going to take the 1 explosive success with no strife, and then the 2 opportunities, or 1 of the opportunities, because I can only keep 2, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take the opportunity, and I'll start with how many ghosts are in the area.
That's an interesting question. I believe it's just 1, but let me double check.
Yeah, since the kami.
Yes.
Detect all spirits and uses of their magic by Shugenja within a number of range.
I
bands
think
equal
I
to
did
your
that
roll
last
with
time.
bonus successes.
But yeah, I did do that last time.
You did it with elemental spirits and not with
Oh,
ghosts.
that's right. That's what it was. You know what? That is going to be my other thing. Is I want to sense the that's the same thing, right? Yeah, detect all spirits and their uses. That's 1 use.
You
And then
could-
I have a opportunity. So for the extra,
spiritual knowledge, learn a fact the spirits know about the area. Or
Yeah. who killed you?
I mean,
Who killed you? Who dumped your body in the well? This is how you talk to ghosts during
I
a spirit.
thought the point of
day.
communing was to challenge it to a duel. So that's what you're
Oh, right. I'm angry.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
You're not investigating it.
you're gonna sense the kami,
Oh.
and then instead of
Getting information.
getting
You're
information,
gonna
you're
right.
rile
gonna
it
be
up.
like, "Hey, fight
All right.
me."
In that case, don't answer my question about the who killed him. Just how many spirits are here and whatever the Shugenja did with them.
Because yeah, like you have
And
to
then the
find
other
the
thing
spirit
will
before
be-
you can fight it.
Come back here, you! You don't infect me with this and then leave.
All right.
I challenge thee to a duel of honor. Do you have honor, ancestor spirit? Ooh.
Okay. Sure.
Then you see a parade of spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine.
It would
Like,
actually,
oh,
because
no.
that'd be a lot of like people attacking me at once. I'm not doing that. I'm alone. I just remembered.
They start coming out of the walls. It's like, oh no. What have I
maybe-
done?
I may be about to die down in this
What-
cellar,
What
but at
is
least I got some drink out of it.
obviously this is a duel to the death that you're suggesting, or undeath.
I don't know if I can do a duel to the death of the ghost, but sure. Defeat whatever it costs.
How about first blood? or
No,
first ectoplasm?
I'm seeing this more like I'm full of rage, and therefore I'm not sitting here coming up with any like dainty rules and throwing them out.
Yeah, I know you're not. I'm just trying to
I'm
think,
going to
how
turn
is
this
gonna work?
spirit into an abstract thought.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to make a command roll to command this spirit to duel you.
Sounds good to me.
I am going to make it. The TN is going to be its vigilance, and it's going to be modified by its demeanor. So, tell me your approach, and I'll tell you what it's going to be.
I'm screaming at it, intimidating it. I think that's fire.
Fire.
Okay.
Incite. Fight me.
Okay, so it's going to be really.
Which sucks for me because it's not my better thing, but I'm full of rage and I'm
This is going to be really hard then because this is a TN4.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He might not even show up. Well, that's a shame. All right, I will spin the ring. There we go. And let's see what happens.
Oh wait, if you really want this to happen, you do have an auto success.
Oh, that's right. I can auto succeed it.
Well, that's pretty good already. You might have
Oh,
just succeeded.
Nice.
Well, I should. Well, I don't. I've already wasted the ring.
The void point, you mean?
Well, yeah, the void point.
Yeah, just take what you got because you've got a really good roll on your hands right
Yeah,
there.
but I still need one more success for it to happen.
You can always auto succeed after the roll. That's what's great
Oh,
about
you
it.
can?
Yeah. You don't
Yeah.
have to say it beforehand.
Okay. All right, then I will take those 3. I get one more strife, and I get an opportunity out of the deal too. And let's see if I can blow it up, make it happen. And it happened. I still have my own success for later. All right, come at me! And hey, with that extra success on fire stance, I would like him to. Let me check. Didn't fail. Remove the strife I just got. I don't
Sure.
need that.
Excellent. So the hands come up. It is a spectral being with the skeletal bones floating in it.
Weird.
Oh, cool.
It breathes in.
Should we roll initiative?
Yeah, this is no. Initiative.
Didn't you?
For a duel,
no, that was
the
it.
initiative check is a TN1 meditation. As you guys are staring each other down.
Okie dokie. TN1
Oh
meditation.
right, this is gonna be a duel,
This
not
is a
just
duel.
you two fighting.
It's not a skirmish.
All right. I focus through the fire of my rage, and I will recall a calmer stance, and I will try my meditation. Just on here somewhere. There it is. There's meditation. That ain't bad.
All right. 3 and
You got a lot of
add your focus to it.
opportunities.
I did. All right. With those 4 opportunities, this is to determine our who goes first. Okay.
Yeah.
I only got a 1 plus vigilance. Is that it?
It's going to be focus.
Oh, 1 plus focus. Sorry. Well, that's better for me. I have focus 5, so 6.
Okay. It still goes
And
first.
with what do I do with all my opportunity there? I have.
You can get
I will
some
take. I have 2 opportunities,
You can get some good info, I'm sure.
probably. But I'm on Earth stance. So what can I do with that? Why is my Earth stance list not going out? Oh, it's behind the thing.
Oh, let me get out the Kyotsu. Or Kyokotsu. Kyokotsu is what it's called.
Yeah, I can get some info. I will. Oh, on initiative. I don't know his disadvantages, so
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
instead
irrelevant.
I will suddenly recall an important piece of information not related to this, because that's how you get info on Earth stance.
There's nothing for Earth stance on initiative.
There is, but I don't know his disadvantages.
There's no
So I-
other characters here for him to help.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would have to be one of my friends anyway. So yeah,
Okay. A piece of information that is not related.
it's not related. I'm like focus, and during that meditative moment, I suddenly go like a light bulb in the back of my head. Oh, that crossword earlier was.
It's unrelated to the task at hand. So,
This is that point where you remember that movie star's name that's been bugging you for a week.
this place is full
Yeah.
this place is full of traps and winding corridors.
That's actually super useful. Thank you.
Just reminding you of that. Just
Yeah, and that is not something I was actually focusing on in the moment, even though I am aware of it. So cool. All right.
okay.
So I go on 6, he goes on 9. So F me up, sir.
The first part is the stare down. As tension mounts during a duel, even the most stoic samurai feels building pressure. So, every round, each character gains a number of strife equal to the number of rounds in the duel. So, you gain 1 strife, and I gain 1 strife.
All right.
Then we can bid secretly an amount of strife, and that will increase our initiative by the number we use. We bid.
That's weird.
If you lose your composure, right? If you go over your composure and strife, the other person gets to instantly do a final blow, which will be a wounding. It won't be fatigue. You'll actually get a wound from this, and it will be double the severity of the damage.
This is weird. Okie doke. So what? I assume that I want to somehow exceed him, and yet here I am with only 4 strife left. I think I've auto lost this duel. I didn't know duels were completely dependent on you having no strife at the time. Oh well, I guess I bid 2 strife. I only got 4 to go. You know what? I'll bid 4.
Okay, sure.
So I automatically add the 4 to my strife total?
I would have told you to put it down in the text box without writing it down, so I didn't know, and so I don't know how many because I can bid 2. So it's like a secret reveal thing.
Oh, I figured you just knew how much your character would bid, and that you'd be fair about it.
I did. I was gonna do 0 no matter what.
Oh. Okay. Well,
So you win.
So you win.
You get
You go
to go
first now.
first this time.
neat. Well, I needed 4 to exceed 9, so.
So, You can choose a stance. You can move within reason, like pretty much wherever you want. The actions you can take are Calming Breath, Center, which means you choose a ring, and if that character goes to that stance or chooses to use that stance, that person gains 3 strife.
Okay.
You can prepare an item. Oh, I'm sorry. That's predict. I'm sorry. I just told you what predict was. Predict, you predict what they're going to be on the stance, and then they gain 4 strife. 4 strife. And then there's center. And center is kind of weird. You roll a number of skill dice up to the ranks in the skill you choose, and then you start reserving dice. It's kind of like channeling a spell, but you're basically preparing this action. So the next time you roll it, when it goes off, you like really do it really hard. And then you can also strike them normally. You can just start wailing on them.
I'm full of rage right now. You know what? I'm going to have to be an Earth stance because I'm going to Jade Strike the Ghost.
Okay, sounds great.
I figure that's how you fight when you're ragey. So that is a CN2, I believe, and Theology
so.
and Earth.
Theology Earth.
Do you want to tell me the difficulty, or do I get like the cool bonus fun stuff out of that? Or it's TN2, right? I'll hit it
Theology
too.
Earth.
There's nothing he can do that makes that worse.
No.
So. All right. Well, the bad news is this is going to mess me up. I can keep 3 successes, one of them exploding, but I'm going to be overstriped after this. I guess that's what I got to do.
Okay. Because you overstrife, I instantly get to interrupt with a finishing blow. That's how it works.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Man, I hate the rules of this game. That makes any sense.
Well, duels are supposed to be like a
Oh,
building,
okay, interrupt and beat me up, I guess.
a building of strife. Okay, my deadly. Oh well, this isn't even gonna do much. Okay, finishing blow. I am on. What stance was I on?
Because if I hadn't overstriped myself, I didn't think I would have gone first. Because
You're not gonna lose this
Air.
duel. I was on air stance. Okay, so we'll hit you. Hey, I did hit you.
Well, yeah, you
Okay.
got plenty of successes to pick from.
I need 2 successes. I'll just take the 2.
Mournful Wail.
Oh, and bonus successes. So I'll take that one as well. I'll gain a strife from it. And roll an extra die. Alright, that's nothing. Okay. Deadliness 7 as I hit you with a mournful wail. Dead on.
All right, so I get slapped with a whale. Neat. Did it come out of the well?
It's
Was
a
the whale
sad
well?
well.
Whale?
Sad whale from the well.
I'm gonna make you into blubber nuggets, you whale.
You'll need a fitness roll on whatever stance you're
I
on.
succeed.
Earth.
I succeed.
Oh, you don't want to do that because you'll only get 1 success from that.
I'm overthinged.
Don't
I'm
you wanna
overstriped. I don't think I can roll.
Yeah, but you don't. For every bonus, if you succeed, you reduce your the severity by 1, and for every extra success you get.
I thought I couldn't roll if I was overstriped.
No, you just can't. If
You
you're
can't
overstriped,
keep stuff with strife on
you
the
can't keep.
die.
Yeah, you can't keep.
Oh, okay. Well, then I was remembering being over fatigued. Okay, so you said roll a fitness. Does it matter what stance?
Fitness,
I was in
you're on
stance
Earth.
Before.
Earth stance because
Okay.
you're on Earth. You can't change your
Alright.
stance.
Well, fine then.
1 success.
Well, that's 1 success anyways.
And you have opportunities.
I think I can use them to lower my strife. Let me double check that.
Not
Oh no, I think
from
only
the-
the strife I just gained. You from this check, yeah. I didn't gain any of this check. I'm going to carefully minimize the consequences or failure of other dangers that could arise from, well, not from this task. There's nothing can really, yeah, those opportunities are wasted. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, I see exactly what he should be spending those opportunities on.
What is it? Reduce the severity of the next critical strike you suffer before the start of your next turn by 1 by
Per opportunity spent this
that
way.
Yeah.
Oh, this conflict martial skill? I thought that was if I attacked.
No. That's in a whatever conflict you're in.
Well, then sure. Yeah, I do that.
All right. The next critical strike is reduced by 2 automatically. You are hit straight on by this whale. Roar! As it hits you, kind of like Banshee's wail or like a canary cry, and it hurts. You think it fractures one of your ribs.
Do I take fatigue damage?
You take 0 fatigue damage,
Okay.
but you are severely wounded in your earth. All of your TNs
Oh,
for earth
no.
are now increased by
I think
2.
it's 2.
By 2.
Yeah, I'm totally going to lose this fight. I am so screwed.
But your Jade Strike goes off, and you can do it.
Oh, I can still do it?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember what my roll was. Let me scroll up. I think I kept the
Jade Strike.
let's see, Jade Strike. That must have been this one with the 3 successes, 1 of exploding. Was that it?
Yeah.
Did I roll the exploder? Doesn't look like I did.
Theology. Yeah, you didn't roll the
Looks
exploder.
Like no.
Yeah, because you said I was interrupted, so I didn't think I
Yep,
needed
you
to
are
roll it.
interrupted. So yeah, roll the exploder.
This was the same strike that put me into overstrife. Can I still keep the strife from it?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll say sure.
I
It's
would
the same,
say
like it
that's-
happens
that's what
all
makes
kind of at the
sense.
same time. So
Yeah. All right. Then, I mean, as long as I'm overstrifed, who cares? It's not like I'm way overstrifed, but I am over. Okay. So I'm now 2 overstrife, and I had a total of 3 successes
3 successes and an opportunity.
and an opportunity. Doesn't J Strike become a crit with an opportunity? Let me look up Jade Strike real quick.
If you succeed, each target that is an otherworldly being suffers the silenced condition and cannot use Maho techniques until the end of your next turn. That's what you
that's
can
an
do with
awesome-
an opportunity there.
considering what the attack just was that hit you.
It literally just screamed at you.
Oh yeah, totally using that.
All right, it's silenced and it's hit by a jade light, jade fragments. What is this?
My fists just glow green, and I start just wailing on it.
Oh,
So he becomes a jade thing.
all right.
So it suffers a critical strike with severity equal to his Earth Ring plus bonus successes.
Which
Like
is
the thing. Like the
He has 1 bonus success.
so. What's your
plus
Earth Ring, Howard?
Earth
Plus your
Ring
bonus
is
successes.
3. So
Earth Ring is 3, and the TN of Jade
That's-
Strike is only 2.
yeah, severity.
So I had
4
1
then.
bonus success.
Okay, so you have a severity 4. You're enraged, so it's severity 6.
Nice.
kneel before Zod.
That all
And
sounds very scary.
I can reduce that by 2 to bring it down to a severity 4, which is a flesh wound. It is now wounded in its air.
It's probably positive.
Yeah, that's still a big problem for me because I'm now wounded in my earth, and Jade Strike was my plan to attack a ghost.
You can
Yeah.
use other spells like
I do have a sword on me. I think it does something. Like if I stick it in someone, I think it makes holes.
Stab them with
could.
the pointy end.
I don't know how well you take care of it though, because it could be dull now.
But it's been rusted in that sheath for years. No one told me.
God damn it!
You're supposed to oil those things. What?
Oil? What is that?
I don't want to light it on fire. Actually, I do want to light it on fire. That sounds brilliant.
All right. It's turn finally. It's silenced, so it cannot use its attack.
I know how he feels.
Oh, wait. Here's something I just noticed.
It's a much worse attack.
Oh wow! So you hit it. You hit it with the Jade Strike, right? And you start pummeling it. Your hands go into its etherealness and just start pounding its bones to dust, and it into a pile of bones on the ground.
Oh,
That's fucking badass.
Wait, is that
Like
its
the bones
special
fall
ability,
out
or
of
was
it?
that just how cool
it
Howard?
I think it had a disadvantage that he forgot to look at.
You are very proud of yourself as you cough up a little bit of blood. You think you might be getting a void point back, but it hasn't happened yet. It's next round.
Okay. Is it gone?
It's laying there in bone fragment form.
Do I feel the anger just ebbing away? Am I back
No.
to normal?
No.
Does the anger prevent me from doing something that I feel is appropriate? Because if I see its bones laying there, I would feel it is time to start doing some sort of like ritual or rite, like for the dead.
Oh,
You're
come
still
on.
enraged at this ghost. You
That's
hate
okay.
it.
So the rage would stop me from doing that.
Yes. Also, you are you're compromised, so you might want to unmask.
I burst into hideous laughter.
But it's not yet. It is still the stare down, and both of us gain two
Two
strife.
strife.
Wait, how are you staring down a pile of ash?
That's what I was thinking.
How is it staring
I was like,
you
I
down?
stare at the dust.
You
Googly
feel that pile of broken bones, like it has like a palpable feel that's coming from it. You are still in rage. Take two strife. You can
Okay.
you
But I
can
unmask.
you can bid strife. It doesn't say you can't bid strife just because you're compromised. So you can bid for strife and go first if you want, or you can let it go first.
If I bid for strife, go first and unmask. If I gain two strife, bid for strife first, unmask, I still win. Boom! No strife for me.
Yeah.
All right, I do all that, and I'm just cackling like a hyena at this thing.
All right.
People upstairs trying to like cook food, like what is going down in the cellar?
lose honor to your honor rank as you do an inappropriate laugh as the people above you hear you cackle in the cellar.
Oh god, he's drunk in the cellar yelling at something.
That's actually quite correct. But there's also other stuff happening.
It begins to now reform.
The Terminator, run!
As its bones snap back into place. The next round, give yourself strife equal 3 strife because it's the third round, and it just turned into it just lost its composure. So you get a free strike with whatever weapon you have in your hand right now.
Slap it.
Well,
Slap
Jade
it.
Strike doesn't count as a weapon in my
No.
hand, so I'm just punching it, right?
Yeah.
Punch, kick, bite, whatever.
You can bite it.
I'm not going to bite it. I don't think I want to eat that.
It has a higher deadliness of biting.
Does it?
Yes.
Yes, it does, because you have bacteria in your mouth.
I guess.
Because it's edge. So a punch has
I don't use a toothbrush. You do not want me to bite you.
a punch has a deadliness 2, a kick has a deadliness 1, and a bite has a deadliness 3.
They don't call me the Komodo
know-
dragon for no reason.
And is it like an honor hit if I leap on it and bite at it?
I
Because, I am enraged. It could happen. I'm down
You know
with it.
what? I'm
Sounds
going to
fun.
say it will be cuz this is
Oh, wait.
gross.
No, I cannot. I don't have my teeth out.
Oh, you're wearing a mask.
He forgot to put his dentures on
No,
today.
he's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Okay, punch it is. Deadliness 2.
All right. That would be, let's see, melee? Oh, unarmed.
Yeah.
Unarmed.
Wish I knew how to do that.
Did you change your stance last turn?
I was going to change to fire right now.
Well, you
'Cause
can't,
I'm just
you can't
rage
change it
punching.
right now. This is an interrupt action.
Oh, I can't change my stance last turn because I Jade Strike last turn. Oh, when I
No,
when I
you
just
cackled.
strike?
You ran around and cackled.
I didn't really think about that being a stance of any form.
I know you wanted to get off Earth stance.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just raging anyway, so fire seems most appropriate.
Okay,
But
I'll
if I was gonna pick, I would probably pick something that I'm better at, which would be air. But I think fire's fine.
yeah.
By the way I'm acting, I'm gonna go with fire. So anyway, that is unarmed, fire. If I auto succeed, it's just one success, right?
Yeah,
And if I need bonus successes to do extra damage.
that's correct.
I don't know how hard he is to hit, but probably hard. You know what? I auto punch the guy. He takes a point. Whatever, however that works.
You should. You're on fire stance. You should really roll. I promise, because all of
Okay.
your strife that you gain from this roll becomes successes if you succeed.
Well, I rolled 2, a keep 2. One's explosive success, and one is a opportunity. Let me see what happens with that explosive success. Another explosive success. Well, I'll be darned. And that's it.
Okay.
All right, so 2 successes and 3 strife and an opportunity.
So that becomes 5 successes
Nice.
because you're on fire stance.
Wow. I should use this more.
I mean, that's why I specialize in fire stance sometimes.
Oh, I do a lot of earth spells.
So, you have
I also make fun of him while I'm punching him. So that he gets 2 more strife.
So, because it's a finishing blow, the deadliness is doubled from 2 to 4, plus 3 more successes that add to the deadliness. That makes it a...
Plus, he's enraged,
Oh, yep. And
which
you're
is
enraged.
2 more.
So that's 5 plus 4 is 9. So deadliness
This is
9.
what you get for not taking your daily dose of calcium.
And I have not changed stance from air stance. I am still wounded in my air. So...
You have to tell me what it's like to die twice. Yeah, that's
that's-
Well, it rolled well.
Oh,
Because
dang.
I have an opportunity to give him a 2 extra strife on top of all that.
3, 4, 5. So it'll be 4, which is a flesh wound in its air. It's already got a flesh wound in its air, so it becomes
Wait. It can't keep stuff with strife on it.
Oh, it can't keep stuff with strife on it. You're right.
Ooh.
Oh, it
One.
fails.
It got 1.
It got
Ghost
1, and since
explosions.
it's already wounded, the TN goes up for resisting, which means, yeah, it takes the entire 9.
What is that, like a slow death or something?
It's a maiming blow.
Is this what it's like?
How does
to
that even
die
work on a
twice?
ghost?
I'm gonna become a ghost.
Oh no, I died in my sleep originally. This is the first time I've died of so much trauma.
Let me read
This is what I've been doing to
Let me
people.
read you
Oh
the
god, I'm
blow.
a terrible ghost.
The character suffers the bleeding condition, then chooses one of the following disadvantages for any
Ghost
ring they
blood.
use for their check.
Ectoplasm.
Air, deafness, or muteness.
I prefer it be
Well, I
mute.
don't think it's gonna pick muteness.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's a mute
Also, how does
ghost
this
now.
work on a ghost?
Ghost.
That's a very
It's-
interesting
So
it's
tell me,
terrified.
Ghost, what happened to you?
Cat got your tongue.
Okay. Howard, you just take your fist and put it straight through the ghost's throat. It breaks apart again, becomes a pile of bones.
Okay. Is it still pulsating? Are we still looking at each other?
We're still looking at each other.
Whoa. This is quite the workout.
It's a punching bag for sure.
I'm doing far better than I expected. I thought I was just going to be like tearing up the character sheet, which is virtual, which means I'm tearing up my monitor.
Punching his screen. Ah, Jade Strike.
It's a literal strike.
You know what's gonna happen? Okay, that's the stare down. The stare down is done. We're now into rounds. It goes first. It's going to like reform all of its bones again and become an ethereal creature.
Okay.
You feel like whatever it's done to you, it kind of takes it back, and then it falls back down the well.
Like, nope. 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 He just pulled the Homer Simpson on you. Nope.
You
That was
hear the
quite the
bones
throat punch.
clattering down the well as they go clunk, 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 clunk.
He literally just disappeared into a well.
You're no longer enraged. But gain a void. I'm gonna just give you the void for winning this.
Awesome.
You're gonna gain some glory at the end of this. We'll
I
figure
mean, I
that
never
out.
did use.
Just like,
Never let me use the auto success. I still have it.
I didn't
I
mean
know.
to fuck with you. I thought you were a child. I was ready to fight a child. You're not a child. I'll check you later. I'm going back to the well.
Going back. That's where it's safe.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh, that was a good moment.
That was pretty fun.
He punched him into oblivion. You literally did.
Your ribs are broken. You're coughing blood still. Drink some more sake.
Oh, I'm not overdone with the strife anymore. I path to inner peace myself. I don't have any fatigue damage though. I only have earth damage. Path to inner peace can't cure that,
Nope.
so I guess I don't do that.
You have a severe wound, right? Not a light wound.
Yeah, it's severe.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can't fix that yourself.
I can medicine you down from that, but it's gonna take time.
All right.
I don't think you can fix that yourself.
I
Because you
think
have
one
to
of my
stage it down
salves
from
can
a
help with
from
that
a
too.
serious wound to a light wound, and then past inner peace can heal a light wound. But you can't heal the only way to heal a serious wound is through medicine treatment.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've learned what I can from here, and I'll go to meet my friends. And I imagine you'd like to go on to someone else's.
Or a
scene.
Nakato Kai miracle. Isn't that right, Corey?
You come up from under the trap door back into the kitchen, and the people there, like, at first, do you hide that you're wounded?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, then they're just gonna try to ignore you. Any sort of like stumbling you do from your wounds or anything, they're gonna assume it's because you're drunk, and they don't want to like point out your dishonor at all. So they're just gonna like do their work. In which case, actually, a lot of the people aren't here. The only ones left are kind of cleaning up. It's lunch has been served.
I was down there for a bit. All right.
I could just imagine the peasants in that kitchen, like, what the fuck is happening downstairs? They just hear like crashing noises and you screaming a bunch. And then you come out drunk and like bleeding all over the
Do
place.
you want me to make a roll or anything to fake like I'm fine, or
No,
is just a
no.
All right. Okie doke.
So where are you headed to meet up with everybody?
Oh, you're on that other map. I don't know this one, my way around this one as well. Let's see.
Exactly.
Where? No, I mean the other map of this castle was easier
So
for me to
if-
see.
Scroll
If I
down.
remember correctly, where I'm clicking is like where this is generally where the cafeteria was and the well.
Yeah, I was underground around this area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the other map.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Let me show them.
I know the last time I saw them, I think that they were in the guest rooms. I don't think we actually discussed where everybody else was going.
Let me show the map to everybody.
Just
There we go. Now the
Heading
fans
back
at home
towards the
can see
guest
big map.
rooms. The only person I might see on that path would be Marl as I walk past that library area she's in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's up to you if I see her or not. I don't know.
Marl, what's your vigilance? 3, 2?
Vigilance is 2.
2? Okay. Do you notice him then?
I am looking for my friends, and I have a 3.
Oh, okay. Well, then you'll see her in the library then.
Yeah, I just went to the guest rooms because I didn't know where they went. So then I will stop there. But she's talking to a dude. Do you need to finish other scenes?
She's
I
actually
was talking to him and then went to look around the library myself.
yeah, she's looking
okay.
at that tomes and scrolls and things in the library.
All right. Come on, like, yeah, just like the one hand over my chest. As I'm like, hey. So, I may have found something interesting in a cellar. There's a dead guy in a well and a really pissed off ghost. I had a conversation with the ghost. I think we worked some stuff out, but there's still a dead guy in the well. I assume the owner of the ghost.
Are you just like saying this to the library at large or
No, I walk up to you and I say it to you from about like 3 feet away.
okay.
You notice there's a guy there with like white hair. He eyes you.
Well, that's rude, and I choose to not acknowledge it because I'm assuming he's not rude.
That is rude. He is being quite rude, and he is definitely eavesdropping on your conversation.
Yeah,
You know
this
what?
is the kind of
I
person
think
who looks like
I've had a day. I look over at the guy and go, if you'd like to listen in, why don't you walk on over and introduce yourself? My name is Rikyu.
Very well. He gets up from his scroll. He puts it away. I am Maru.
Mamoru Nakama?
Yeah, Mamoru Nukama. It's a pleasure. I see that you're wounded.
Yep. Anyway, so there's a ghost in the cellar under the kitchen and a dead body in the well.
None of my concern what goes on in this castle. But I wouldn't be drinking any water anytime soon.
It's logical. But, I offered to come here and help this place with its ghost problems. The first one wasn't ghost, but the second one, totally ghosts. Or at least one ghost.
Well, we should probably see to your injuries and then see what we can do about the ghost.
Sounds good. You don't happen to know anything about how to do that, do you?
I'm afraid I'm not skilled enough to be able to heal something as bad as what it appears you have.
Any place that
I'll
has a
take a look.
dojo generally has an infirmary somewhere.
I expect so.
The barracks and the dojo are out front. If I
Right.
were you, I wouldn't show injury. It reeks of weakness.
Well, I'm not showing
I like
it
that guy.
if it makes you feel any better. You have no idea how much there actually is.
You'd be surprised if you knew how badly this actually hurt.
He's
I think he's referring to, like, his hideously burned body.
the man smiles.
Well, are you done looking around here? I mean, I don't want to take you away from nothing. I guess I'm headed for a dojo.
There's really nothing of interest here. Thank you for your help, Momoru-sama. We'll be on our way.
Oh yeah, you've been very pleasant to talk with.
As have you.
It's good that we all know that we're lying.
Okay. Y'all go out the door. The dojo is up here. The barracks are down here. As you're coming out, Rikyu, you see Bashar coming up from around the barracks.
Hey, we know that guy. I poured him out so Marl could address him. I don't feel like yelling.
All right, no worries. So
Oh,
Bashar
wait.
sees Rikyu and Marl, and he's like, you know what? Maybe I should go talk with them for a moment. I haven't seen them for a good majority of the day.
It's been
Let them know what I'm doing and see what they're
maybe.
doing.
Codependent.
I mean, I'm still a stranger to these lands, so
Anything interesting, Bashar?
well, there seems to be a unmanned tower that's full of arrows and other barrels of, well, whatever it contains, but I saw no one in there whatsoever, and I have to question whether or not why it's just simply abandoned. I was hoping to speak with some of the samurai here, either at the barracks or dojo, to see if they know the reason why it's unmanned.
Okay.
That is strange.
And what have you been doing, Rikyu? You let me see if I can do a sentiment check to see what if he's still kind of hiding his injury and whatnot. If he's doing a good job at hiding his
Sure.
injury.
Sure, go
Make a
ahead.
sentiment
All right.
versus his
Courtesy?
yeah.
Isn't it
I'm gonna say,
usually sentiment versus courtesy for these?
yeah.
I'll theorize. Because something's
see.
off about his gait, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, he's not walking the
Is it errors for trickery, right?
Yeah, errors for trickery.
Yeah.
I am trying to hold it in, so.
I'll use theorize. Ooh. Ooh. Might be a close call.
Yeah.
I'll keep all 3, and I will re-roll that explosive.
I'll just keep the successes.
And I will keep that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7
You
successes.
guys are tied.
Let's see. And the opportunity I will give to the kami to do what they will.
What happens on a tie? Is there a defender win or offender?
You set the TN, so he wins since
He met or exceeded the TN. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I just got 2 strife for trying to be tricky.
Right.
This is hard.
I mean, that makes sense, though, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. You're trying to hide something and you're getting stressed because he's seeing through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, my friend, there seems to be a bit of an issue with how you're walking. Are you all right?
I don't make fun of how you walk. That's just rude. Oh, that's right. You're a forwarder. You don't know our rules. See, we don't walk up and make fun of how people walk. That's considered an honor loss for us.
Oh no! It just seems that you are in pain currently. Are you all right? You didn't get into a scuffle with anyone here, did you?
Not anyone. No. More like some.
Former
I found
someone.
someone that had died, and then he needed to be killed again.
You fought a specter.
Well, he started it.
Like Bashar would kind of laugh at that joke. It's like, well, this place seems to be a little more interesting. I wonder if it was perhaps the specter of the previous owner of this place, or a staff
Well,
member.
I think it was the specter of whoever's dead in the well, and I hope they're not using the well for much. There's a lot of dust around the well. It didn't look like they're drawing water from it currently, and that's good because gross.
Yeah, that would not seem very sanitary. Well, I think I will quickly stop by the barracks to question some of the soldiers about the derelict tower. But I hope you do get treated for your injuries, my friend.
My plan was to either go to the dojo or the barracks and ask where the infirmary was.
Well, if I happen to be over there and they confirm that the infirmary is there, I'll come back to get you.
We could just all walk there.
Pardon me. My assumption was that you were heading to the dojo.
I said the dojo or the barracks. Either one would know
The
where the
barracks
infirmary
is right here.
The dojo and the barracks are both right next to us. I think one is literally right there. One is literally right there. We're there. Let's go.
All right.
I have no reason to go to the dojo. I don't metagame.
Okay.
Lead the way, my friend.
You walk into the barracks right over here. Do the thing. There we go. You walk on in, and it is empty.
Well, dang it.
Well, this is
Nobody
strange.
at all.
Perhaps they have their samurai already, like around the.
Well, it's the middle of the day. Barracks is where you sleep and hide your stuff.
Well, I'm not
Or no
want to be searching other people's personal belongings.
I
Perhaps
wasn't
the dojo
saying to do that. I was not saying search their belongings. I'm saying that you notice how we're not in the guest room right now because it's the middle of the day. The barracks is like that.
Pardon me, I'm perhaps stating the obvious. Let's just run to the dojo to see if there is anyone practicing there.
If you're running, I'll be behind you.
Please don't take what I say literally. I'm speaking in metaphors.
All right. You walk into the dojo, and it is empty except for one man still driving and striving as fast as she can. Tarek, Ayumi is the only one in the dojo.
The only
You can
person.
describe to them what
Oh my
they see
gosh,
as they walk
okay.
in.
So is Ayumi a man? Because he said there was a man in here.
Do I hear them coming?
I don't know.
I'm not particularly quiet.
Sure, you hear them coming.
You hear me talking, probably giving Bashar a hard time.
Then here's what you will see. As you walk in, I am sitting completely still in like a lotus position in the center of the dojo, in like practice clothes. No weapons around me. It doesn't look like there's anything out of place, but I am sweating from head to toe and like breathing heavily. Oh,
Are you? Is she all right? She seems a little sick.
how are you?
Oh,
Great.
you look up and say, "How are you?"
Yeah, like I'm sitting there waiting for you guys basically to walk in.
Were you expecting us?
Well, just cooling down. I jump up to my feet, like kip up. Stretch. I again not wearing a mask. Seem to be here absolutely alone.
There seems to be barely any soldiers around here. Perhaps my path should have been a little different, because I did see some soldiers
There was
previously.
a woman. She she left
Ah,
like
Oh.
2 hours ago, an hour ago, something like that.
I went exploring around the area, and I have some questions I would like to have answered. The barracks were empty. The dojo's empty. The tower I explored was empty.
I think she said she was going to the barracks.
We didn't come across anyone.
She's already left the barracks.
Maybe.
I mean, I'd be total metagaming to say that I can see that there's another section of barracks. You know? So,
Is there anything you guys need?
you haven't found the infirmary, have you? A
Why, are you hurt?
little bit.
He seems to have gotten into a scuffle
Here, let me see.
with a specter.
I get up and like walk over.
I can give you like one important piece of information that you probably are just forgetting.
What?
It has to do with the time of day.
Yeah,
it's lunchtime.
it's just after lunch.
They went to go eat. Yeah, she went to go eat.
Ah,
That's where the samurai are. They're in the mess hall.
bah. Me and my timing.
You might be able to find them in the mess hall. It says at the barracks. She invited me to go eat, but I was more interested in coming here.
All right. Well,
If you're hurt, freak you. I walk up and like put my hand on your chest and stomach, like abdomen area. Is this?
I like pull my robe closed first. Sure.
I'm gonna need to see where you're hurt if I'm going to help fix it.
All right.
I see. It's tit for tat. One molests the other.
I'm not molesting anyone.
I'm speaking out of character.
No. Yeah, Yumi would have gotten like red cheeked and probably like stabbed you.
So yeah, his whole chest is covered in cuts and burn marks, and he's very scarred.
Okay, I'm going to make a medicine check, analyze to try to diagnose what's wrong and try to treat it.
Okay.
Do I have?
I'll point to where it hurts, as I imagine that would help.
Let me check.
Ooh, can I help if I say it hurts here? Does that count as
Or
aiding?
water, maybe? Would water be more appropriate? I don't know.
Hold on.
Invest in some
Let
medicine.
me double check the. It says under the status condition what it takes to heal it. I believe.
That would make sense.
It says the kiss of a princess. Oh man,
Any
rude.
character can
We
provide
only have a prince.
any character can provide treatment by making a TN4 medicine water check as a downtime activity. If they succeed, the injured character removes lightly wounded or reduces severely wounded to lightly wounded. This check can be attempted once per wounded ring per week.
Okay, well, the good news is I have some benefits that will help me to make this roll.
And
Can I help?
I can
The
assist.
bad news is it's going to take some time, and you need to be resting.
No.
So let's get back to the
Guest rooms.
restrooms.
Yep.
That's where I have my medicine kit anyway.
And yes, you can help.
Okay. I do have medicine, so
I
So
am
do I.
not skilled in medicine.
I'm actually not bad at medicine.
It's a
That's the
downtime
restrooms.
activity. It'll take a while.
Yeah, that's why.
understood. I'll let you all know, by
I
the
don't
way.
really have to spend any void, so that'll help.
Is everybody going?
Yeah, I mean,
We're all
one of
gonna
our
have-
own is injured, so
Okay, both of y'all need to put on masks and little skimpy outfits because you're going to be my nurses.
I have a mask.
You're going to need to be asleep, sir. So drink all of this alcohol. You don't get to see what happens after this.
You just got way more pretty.
Okay, I'm going to stab you a little bit in your wound.
No, for giving me the alcohol.
Oh, okay. It's
It's
not like
internal
I'm the
bleeding.
dog-faced person in the room, but all right. Someone has a literal dog face, but I'm the ugly one.
Hyenas are not canines. God.
I don't know the difference. I was never trained. By the way, I've been watching a lot of Oh, are we gonna just make the roll? Both of y'all are helping? You want me to just make the roll? Is that what y'all are waiting for? Okay. I was waiting to hear if we got back and blah 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 blah. But all right. So, who has the skill medicine?
I do.
I do.
Okay, so I got 2 skill dice, and I think is that the max that can help assist, or can all 3
Technically,
help?
there's not rules on max help. It's like whatever the game master says. But to assist, you have to describe exactly how you're helping. And if I deem it inappropriate, you do not get the assist action.
It hurts about here and here, not so much over here.
Well, I do have a technique called Elixir of Recovery, though it's a TN3 water medicine check. And if you succeed, your target removes twice as much fatigue when they rest and reduces the TN of their checks to remove conditions by 2.
Oh,
This
dude,
effect
yes,
persi-
give that, and then I can the TN gets way easier for me.
All right.
So do
I'll-
that instead of assisting.
Yes, you'll have to
Do that instead of assisting. So instead, I get
All right.
1 ring and 1 skill, and then you make that roll first.
Yep, make
If
that
you're
roll
gonna
first.
You're gonna make the
Okay,
medicine
because
I
like
use
only downside is I only have a one like a skill 1 in medicine and a 2 water ring. So that's my main
And it's-
concern.
Spend a
TN
void.
So-
what?
Huh?
Yeah, you're gonna need to spend a void if you're gonna get a TN3.
And I have no void because of the combat that we were at previously.
Okay, so Marl helps him. That gives him an extra ring die. And
Okay.
then Howard can help me.
Do I need to roll anything to assist or just say I assist?
Oh,
I don't know how I would help you with that.
yeah, exactly.
Just help me get the ingredients, from my alchemy kit, and help kind of grind together my herbs and whatnot to make the elixir of recovery.
Make it
You could also wear like a hot nurse's uniform to just try to inspire everyone.
Inspire him.
Hello,
yeah,
nurse.
How is Marl helping? How is Marl helping Bashar?
Okay.
All right. So what were you
It's
saying?
a medicine
Something?
check, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'll go ahead and make the roll for my
don't
elixir
yet.
of recovery.
Nope, not yet.
Let's
not yet? Okay.
See. Well, since you guys decided I was helping Bashar, I have to figure out how I could help him.
Yeah, exactly. It can just be a description. It doesn't have to be anything like a technique or anything like that.
So you are making an elixir.
Elixir.
Yep, from my alchemist kit.
I can help you fetch items that you point to.
I am totally down for that as long as the game master approves.
Okay. You are basically being an assistant,
Yes.
grabbing the correct item so he can.
So it's ready when he needs them.
Exactly. Okay, that'll allow you can get an extra ring die.
All right. Now can I make the roll? All right, let's do it. Woo!
Very
I
good
made the
roll.
TN.
Okay, you did it. Okay, you brew up a potion, you give it to Rikyu. Rikyu, do you drink a potion?
Yeah, I'm not one to turn down a drink.
It has alcohol in it, ethyl alcohol, but still alcohol.
That's a proof.
That's something you don't want to drink.
It's a pretty high proof.
Don't even worry about it. You can drink it. You're a tough guy.
It tastes as horrible as medicine from that day and age tastes.
Right.
That's a good description.
Yeah,
So
there's
now
a reason
you
they used to
also
put
have
cocaine and
cholera,
opium
but-
directly into medicine.
It like
You
smells
will-
like donkey
You'll have
dung.
cholera, but your chest wound is no longer sucking. So, that's a
And-
positive.
Now, Tarek, you can make your medicine roll.
Okie dokie. I need a TN2 now, right? Because that reduces the TN by 2, you said? And the original TN is 4. Matt. Right?
I'm sorry. Like I kind of zoned
You
out
were
for a
already on
second. I was
Facebook. Okay.
reading some stuff on my character sheet still.
Okay.
My
What does that
apologies.
technique
TN2
do?
It drops down the TN by 2, right?
I assume so.
Read it!
Hold on. If you succeed, that your target removes twice as much fatigue when they rest, reduces the TN of their checks to remove conditions by 2. Yes.
There you
My
go.
bad.
How long you been playing this game here, Matt?
No, like it happens for everything. I'm like,
Okay, so reduces my TN by 2, so I only need a TN of 2. I'm not going to spend a void because I have Howard's help, and I have an advantage that should help me because I have keen sight. And when I make water rolls for like this, I get to re-roll up to 2 dice.
Right.
But
all right, let's correct the position of this rib here.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep
This looks
the
pretty good.
success, the explosive success, the success with opportunity, and the opportunity, and I'll
right.
explode my explodey, which is a white die.
Nice.
So 3 successes and 2 opportunity. I'm gonna do a critical strike on his chest.
Chest compressions.
Super acupuncture. Activate.
This is how I restart my heart technique. Okay, so the 2 extra opportunity. Is there something I can do special for this?
Water.
I can make it even more efficient. Actually, booyah! Perform the task efficiently, completing it more quickly and saving supplies.
There you
Further
go.
reducing time and materials by each opportunity. I can spend 2 of those opportunity and make this like take half the time.
Excellent.
Nice.
Okay, that happens. You're done before lunch is over. The
Told you, good doctor.
Howard Rikyu's wound goes from a severe wound to a light wound. You're no longer bleeding. It hurts, but it's not so debilitating. All of your earth checks are at plus TN1. And a path to inner peace can heal this if you have an opportunity with the spell.
Ooh.
I feel a lot better. Wow. Thank you. Think I'll give it a try. Let's see if I can seal out that last bit.
So what I did was I just breathed on my hand really hard, like.
Miyagi.
Then I just put them on put my warmed up hands on your chest for like 3 seconds, and then I took them off. Boom, done, worked.
Mr. Miyagi style,
I
yeah.
learned this. Yeah, I learned this from Mr. Miyagi. It always worked. Never.
Definitely a new scene, so my strife would be down to 5.
Yep.
All right. I need just 1 success and a successful path to inner peace, which is TN2 to begin with. Theology, I believe it's Earth.
So you need 2 successes
It's
and an opportunity.
theology water.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It is water. All my other stuff is Earth. I forgot. But that one is water.
Here, why don't you let me help you with that?
She also has the spell. You can also channel it if you want.
What's that do?
Basically, you roll twice. In the first roll, you basically say, "I am keeping these dice to roll over into my second roll," and then you re-roll the dice that you didn't keep.
You're not keeping.
Can she aid me, or should I
Yes,
just let
she has
her
the
roll
spell,
it?
so I will say yes because she has the spell.
So I should add a skill or a ring?
A skill die.
Okay. Neat. Cool.
If I were you, I'd say.
I'm going to offer to aid her.
Okay. Yes.
and then
much
you
I
better
think
idea.
she's
channel
better
it.
at it than me.
And then if you channel it, you can do like everything special, all the
Are you
things.
gonna channel it?
When it comes to blowing things up with the earth, that's my specialty.
I might as
Punching
well.
ghosts in the face.
I've
I
never
think you're
channeled
actually better at
anything
the healing.
before.
It's easy.
But
Just,
we need a face puncher ghost. I'm your man.
you just make the roll. You say, "I'm keeping these dice," or "I'm
Technology,
saving these dice,"
water.
and then you just roll
Plus
a number of dice equal to the ones that you
skill
didn't.
die.
Yep, add a skill die.
And I
think
what
you're
I can
already
just
there.
keep like up
You're
to
saving. You're
You're
saving
already
dice. Any number of them.
any number, not just like up to my ring.
Nope. Any number. You're saving those dice. Are you saving everything with a symbol on it? Are you saving just the successes? What are you saving?
I'll save all 4 of those. Why not?
Okay, then roll me 2 ring dice and a skill die for your second roll on the channel.
2 ring and 1 skill.
Just the remainder dice you're rolling again then.
Okay, so your total dice are a explosive success with strife, a success with strife, a success and an opportunity, a explosive success with opportunity, and a opportunity. You get to keep 3. You get to keep 4 because you got a skilled assistance.
Like somehow all of my old like scars
Okay, I get to
begin to
keep
mend.
4
Like,
total
whoa!
between all of them.
Yeah, you
That's
get to keep
amazing.
4 between all of them. Yes.
My nipple vanishes. Oh, that wasn't a scar. Oh no. I wasn't using it.
Well, it's just a TN2,
It's TN2.
and I need an opportunity.
And you need an opportunity.
And then anything else is...
She's checking to see
Yes,
what
plus
she wants
bonus
to keep.
successes to remove fatigue. Let's just
I've got
go with-
like 1 fatigue. He was doing like some straight horrible damage. He didn't ever just give me the cute wounds.
I will keep the 2 opportunities with nothing else, the success with opportunity and the exploding success
On the ring
skill
die?
die,
Skill die. Okay.
with strife.
Explode that die.
I'm rolling -1 ring dice.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Whoa,
Ooh,
nice.
Why not?
God damn.
That's
Well, would you look at that? That's 4 opportunities.
You double critically strike him.
4 successes.
You undid my circumcision.
Oops, wrong spot. Give myself my strife. So you
No, you're just really turned on
heal-
by competence.
Could be it.
Okay, so for one of those opportunities, obviously, I will be healing your injury. And
You'll also reduce your fatigue by her water ring, and if you only have one,
reduce your
Yeah.
fatigue by 3 plus my.
it doesn't matter. It goes down to 0.
Yeah.
You don't have to calculate
Get rid
it.
of your strife.
How much strife?
Remove strife equal to my bonus successes. So remove 2 strife.
All right.
And then I have 2 more opportunities I can use.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a lot
Channeling
of
is
stuff.
good.
You got the time.
Look
Hell
down
yeah.
Under invocation stuff.
Well, if you're into me, there's a romance opportunity underwater. I'd be suddenly like, wow, this is much more sensual than I expected.
Riku, your mask fell off. And you seem to be stuck in that dryer.
You can target like another person who has fatigue, like Bashir or Ayumi,
Yeah,
Or
Ayumi looks
yourself.
pretty tired, so...
or yourself.
Uh-huh. Ayumi looks like she was pretty tired, so I'm going to also remove fatigue from her.
And strife.
Which... Fatigue and strife.
Wow.
Um...
That is actually really good because I have
Yes, so remove 3 fatigue and 2 strife.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I can do that to a number of people per opportunity I do. So, you too, Bashar.
Oh, okay. I would appreciate it because I'm actually above my composure.
It's a new
It's
scene.
a new scene.
You
Sorry, go ahead.
reduce
You should be
those
to
half
to
your,
half
to
your
half your
max,
composure
yeah.
in strife,
Okay.
and now you can reduce that by whatever she said.
How much?
remove 3 fatigue and 2 strife.
Heck yeah.
As she brings forth the water kami into the room and infuses it with almost everybody. Through this
As we feel the blue glow of my room
channeling.
wash over.
Okay. I think everybody should feel better now.
Ugh,
Extraordinarily calming.
I'm ready for lunch.
Oh yes, we haven't eaten yet. I
Well,
hadn't noticed.
not since
feel
a
so
couple
energized.
hours ago.
Riku.
I've been eating and drinking all day.
Riku, would you prefer to rest here and we can bring you back some food, or would you like to come with us?
No, I'm 100%. I'm a math major now.
Oh, you know arithmetic. Excellent. All right. So let's see.
Yes, your people
Oh.
invented algebra.
So what did this to you exactly?
There's a ghost in the cellar under the kitchen where I was just honestly looking for sake, but there's a well down there, and found the sake. Then a ghost attacked me, made me suddenly feel this weird rage, and then it left me all alone there with this weird rage. So I used Commune with Spirits, called him back and challenged him to a duel and kicked the crap out of him. It was great. And then he took the rage back and left.
You wouldn't have happened to use your trademark laugh now, would you? While you were over there?
I did. That would explain the looks I got when I came out of the cellar.
I look at you completely incredulous. like you just told me the most incredible story ever.
Bashar is absolutely entertained by the story, but
I'm like-
believes it because of the injuries.
I look at you, blink a couple times, obviously don't believe what you said, and then go, sounds like you had quite the interesting day, Riku. I wish I would have gone with you. That way I would have been able to retell this story for years to come.
Actually, it might be best that you didn't. I was filled with rage. I might have attacked you. I'm glad there was no one there to attack, which is why I thought to call the ghost back.
Perfectly
Quite
reasonable.
salient of you, I'm sure. Midst
But
of
there
all
is a body down there, and the ghost isn't exactly dead. Well, I mean, it's dead, but you know what I mean.
It's dead but not gone.
Right.
We should make it gone.
I
So
just
it
wanna
has
say,
become a ghost, huh?
Before traveling with you folk, I had never encountered a spirit like that. But
Maybe you just didn't see it.
We have encountered Raksasha or Shashsa, whatever those creatures are.
Yeah,
And,
they're right the first time.
all these other like strange spirits,
all
and
started
you
when I
find.
found myself in the company of you three. And I'm starting
Well-
to wonder if
I don't know. I've been seeing those things all my life. It all seems perfectly normal to me.
what I'm saying. I'm wondering if traveling with a bunch of Shigenja just introduces you to a whole new world of trauma that you never would have expected.
I put my hand out towards you and go, it's a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes.
Oh,
I wasn't.
No.
Oh, I heard that song before. It came from my country.
I did not necessarily mean that in a positive way, but you know what? It's true. It has brought new perspective into my life.
Hey, Bashar, let me sing to you the songs of your people.
So racist.
It is a very popular children's theater play. I miss the comedian that acted as the Jin.
I mean, you guys, I'm surprised that no one made the you never have a friend like me joke after that. Come on.
I've never had quite a friend like this one. That's for sure.
None of you have had a friend like me before.
So we were going somewhere?
Well, my stomach rumbles. I'd say we go eat, and at the very least, hopefully, we can at least get some answers on the derelict tower that I searched earlier. So let's go meet some of the samurai.
Sure.
Oh, what
Why
time
not?
is it? When am I supposed to meet with the Seppen?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay. I keep forgetting if it's like a new day has started because I'm also my character's still on that like all of us technically are still on that cocaine that we used to get here. Then we were all wired on like meth. Like, my teeth are so grindy. I don't know what's happening today. It's one of the reasons I'm like, even though we saw those things on the roof, and I did experience that they hurt, but I don't know if I believe a delusionally sleepy, drunken Ronin who went into a basement. Yeah, there was crazy shit there. I just got into a fight, got mad, all of a sudden started yelling at stuff. Punched a ghost.
Punched the throat of a skeleton and it turned to dust.
I punched a ghost in the throat. It couldn't talk anymore. Fell into a well. I told you this day has been a hell of a one. Big Riku. Totally understand.
I think that's gonna be the name of this episode. Punch a ghost in the throat. That's gonna be it.
Ghost in the
I
throat.
love it. I'm actually kind of curious to see what Icthalion has to say.
It's so true that he actually did it. It is so accurate.
Seriously, this ghost says it says animated bones. A critical strike of any severity scatters the bones and renders them inanimate for 1 round.
That explains that.
That's what
I thought
happens.
you were about to get slimed.
so basically, you were
Goosebumps.
only able to hit it because it had solid bones inside.
Nice though, kind of it. And it's kind of it to oblige you in the duel in the first place. Like,
It
that's,
only
Yeah.
has 1 attack, and that is its mournful wail. And you kept nullifying it. You couldn't do its freaking attack.
As I totally planned. I'm alive by luck only.
Well, I mean, you got it to fight you by luck alone too, so it's
Yeah.
even.
but success is a bit of luck and skill and opportunity.
And you didn't even have to use the Imperial favor for it either.
All right. Y'all head down to the mess hall. Is everybody going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yes, let's
All right.
see what we can find out.
The
Sure.
mess hall is in full swing. There's a bunch of Otomo samurai eating here, but there are a couple people here with wearing purple and teal. The food is almost gone, but there's enough. They get the servants get enough food together for you guys, even though you're late.
I thank them profusely.
Mm-hmm.
The servants who give us food. I'll wait until the very end, and then when I get my food, I apologize for being late, and show some kind of appreciation to them.
So
How many peasants are in there giving food?
the mess hall is here, by the way.
Down in the corner,
I
right?
can't tell.
How many peasants are serving?
Huh? How many servants are serving?
Yeah.
There's like 2, 3. That's it.
I give each one of them a boo.
Oh, there it
They
is.
do not accept your money. There's like, no, you're a guest here. What are you doing?
Skullduggery. Put it in their back pockets.
Hide it in like a spring roll, and then give the spring roll back to them.
They bite the spring roll. Ugh, ugh. Well, at least this will pay for my new dentures.
Yeah. No, it won't. But you're welcome.
What can I say except goodbye now?
I don't know that song.
Oh, well, I was going to say you're welcome, but, I thought, oh, wait, don't want to get copyright strike.
You're not going to get copyright strike from singing like a bar of a song. That's not
Not in the key that we sing it in.
how it works.
You gotta at least be close.
Well, I mean, yeah, there was a reason why I was kind of like making that weird voice for it to begin with. All right.
It's not because he can't sing. You could get it pitch perfect. It would be like the recording if it wasn't for YouTube's copyright stuff.
That's all that's stopping him from being a star.
Yes, exactly. I
fact-
can't make covers. That was my dream. I want to be the next Weird Al Yankovic.
I have to use a tuner on a D-tuner setting on my Stream Deck in order to sound as terrible as I do, just because my voice is so angelic normally. Blow your minds. I gotta.
So yeah, there are samurai here. They're eating. They're talking. There are 3 of them wearing purple. Most of them are wearing Atomo green. There's an entire table that's just empty.
Okay.
Oh, good. I go and sit there.
Okay, you go sit in the empty table.
Convenient. I follow her.
I'm
I,
gonna go.
I imagine we're just like
I
in
mean-
high school walking with our trays.
Yeah, exactly. With my little bento box.
Okay,
I would like to talk to you guys a little bit before we maybe split up.
Oh, I thought we were sitting together. I didn't know we were splitting.
Oh, I don't know. I said maybe.
I heard everybody sitting at the empty table and not with the other samurai. That's what I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do.
Except for
wanna ask
Bashar, maybe?
questions. Yeah, like I was thinking about like talking with some of the samurai there, and I'm gonna go with a funny opener that probably might make people's eyeballs pop out.
Dude, I know for sure that none of these samurai want to talk to a non-samurai woman.
I am a warrior.
No,
What?
me.
What's
me.
their concern?
I'm saying none of them want to talk to a non-samurai woman who looks like they have like murdered hundreds of thousands of people. They don't want to talk to me. So I'm going to sit in the corner where nobody else is to not draw attention and make other people uncomfortable.
So Bashar, you go sit
wouldn't
with the
pick
other
up on
samurai. Are you sitting near the Otomo? Are you sitting near the Reiju? Are you looking for somebody in particular of a certain stature, of a certain? Are you trying to suss out who's in charge and who's not in charge?
Yeah,
What-
let's go with someone who's in charge right now.
Okay. Make a government check to check out rankings to see who's in charge here, because they're wearing uniforms.
Either analyze or theorize
Yep.
or survey. Well, I am
I
gonna
will-
try to see if I can make a guess at like who has a higher rank. So I'll try to theorize, depending on like their stature and like how they interact with one another, whether or not you have any
Who
of the
has
higher
more
ranks intermingling
decorations
with
on
the
their
with the lower
outfit.
ranks, or there's a bit of a separation between them.
Sure, give
and
me a
try
theorize.
to kind of figure out. Okay, so these guys are higher ranked and these guys are lower ranked. That sort of stuff.
Okay, I'm going to make this since you're theorizing based on that kind of stuff, I'm going to make it a TN3.
Ooh. Ouch. All right. Let's give it a shot. Hope
Kind
it
of
goes
hard
well.
to cold read somebody like that.
Well, I got 2 opportunities. Let's see what I can do with those. See, in general. Let's go with, let's see, notice something missing or out of place in the vicinity that is not directly related to the task.
Okay. That sounds
Not
good.
right now, not while I'm on the, yeah, sorry buddy, not right now. Oh, you know what, let him in, let him in. Let him in. Sorry, my cat just like kind of busted in, and he's like, "No, I don't want to be taken away." Okay, so let's see. Notice something that's missing or out of place in the vicinity that is not directly related to the task. At the DM's discretion, you may establish an absence, such as a lack of shoes outside, indicating the occupant's absence.
All right.
Seems like a reasonable way to spend.
This
my
is what you
opportunity.
notice. You're just noticing a detail, right? That's in the room. The girl, there's a girl wearing Reiju purple and teal. She's got a big food stain on her kimono.
Is he noticing something unrelated?
I feel like this is the game master's way of saying I'm really tired of opportunities.
No, this
So
is,
something tells me that she's of a lower rank if she doesn't really care about the stain, like on her clothes.
Or doesn't know, go tell her.
Okay, and
Be
like
the
I
hero
assume that she's
and then wipe it
very,
off.
very ignorant or ignorant of the.
There is a lot being said right now by Corey in those statements.
Subtext is not my best thing, buddy.
It's true.
Well, no, it's not subtext. He's described a lot of things very blatantly. Like, these people aren't wearing Otomo colors, right? What are they wearing?
there are 3 people wearing
Reiju colors.
Reiju colors.
What a Reiju family.
The Reiju family is an imperial family, or like a sub-imperial family, if I remember correctly.
And who's hiring these people?
The Otomo, I assume.
No.
No, okay.
Who's in charge of this place?
Okay, the daimyo, blah blah blah. Reiju.
Yeah, and how are the rest of his samurai looking? How great are they?
pretty sloppy, pretty sloppy.
So he's like hiring Ronin and people who are sloppy ass samurai. And that's what he's telling you. It's exactly what Corey described. This person is somebody who's not really perhaps as focused on those kind of things, maybe.
Okay.
As a contrast to the Otomo.
There's only one way to really figure this out. But yeah, I didn't just give a random detail. I'm not making things up because of the opportunity. I'm not digging the opportunity. This is an important detail. It does mean something.
So I'm kind of meta game thinking, and I know we shouldn't be doing this, but like I'm kind of thinking, okay, are you trying to direct me to talk with this one in particular, or should I look for?
It was a
an
detail
Otomo to
that you
speak
got from an opportunity. Like, take that for what it is. It could be like your opener. It could be a way in. I don't know. Do with it what you want. I am not pointing you in any certain direction. I am just telling you what your opportunity gives you.
Okay. So, let's see. And since
By
I
the
did
way,
take
you
note,
recognize this girl as the same girl you passed in between the dojo and the barracks. Yeah. It was the same girl you passed on the way from the dojo. She was making her way from the dojo to the barracks earlier. It's the same girl.
Can I point something out real quick?
I don't think my character spoke with her, but all right.
No, you didn't. You just let her go.
I spoke with her.
Oh, okay.
You actually didn't speak with her. You also just let her go. No one has spoken with this woman yet.
But I lied to the group about having spoken to
You
her.
did. Yes, you did.
And I have to keep in mind all of my lies because I have a flaw called Web of Lies. I will lie a lot. I don't know if you've noticed that. And the funny thing is, almost nobody pushes back when I lie. I just do it all the time. Sure.
I rarely lie, and I don't think about it.
So, Bashar, where are you sitting? Where are you going? Let's get back to this.
I am going to since these people don't really hold themselves in high regard. I think Bashar is going to speak with the Atomo guards, the ones who seem like that they're in charge. They, are nice and cleaned up. They don't have any stains on them, and see how they take command of guarding the palace, and why there's no one guarding that one derelict tower.
Okay. You walk up to, and you sit down next to all the guards.
Mm-hmm.
They're eating. They're talking about, oh man, I am ready to go home.
Stuff.
You know what? I don't think we are going home. Well, we gotta get out of here sometimes. This daimyo's gotta, and then they see you sit down and they kind of it's pretty warm out today. Yeah, the weather's getting warmer. We're heading into deep summer.
That's quite an interesting detail. Did you know that I had a friend of mine who punched a ghost in the throat?
They all look at you. They kind of look at each other.
It's gonna be like a cold open.
They
I did specifically like out of character. I did specifically for shits and giggles.
they all look at each other after looking at you, what you said and who you are. They kind of look at each other like, what are we gonna do about this situation? And then one of them says, Ruckin. They're like, all right. They put their fists out. 1, 2, 3, and they all shoot. Rock, paper, scissors. One person goes, ah. Turns to you. Hello. That is quite a tale.
I just wanted to sort of barge in at the moment. I do apologize for the abrupt interruption. My name is Bashar bin Sahir, and I am currently a guest for the daimyo, and I decided to just walk around the palace, and I couldn't help but notice that there is an empty watchtower that doesn't seem to be manned. I'm slightly curious as to why there's, no one looking after it.
That's quite a life story you got there.
I have a passion for traveling.
You want to know about the tower? Orders. We're not supposed to go up there.
Oh.
Yeah, you can talk to the Gunso about it.
The Gunso?
Hey, Sarge? Where is he? Hold on, I gotta look up his
Like, hey, Sarge, he wants to talk to you. Garrett, go talk to Sarge. Get away.
Main reason why I was curious about it was perhaps that there might have been specters involved in the location. There have been strange
No
happenings in the
specters.
palace.
No specters at all. But you can talk to. Oh God, where's Sarge? Ah, here he is, the Taisa, the captain. Sorry, he's a captain. He's not a sergeant. You can talk to Reiju Masaru. He's sitting over there about the entire thing if you like. We're just ordered not to go in there.
All right, got him noted in my notes. All right, thank you very much, my friend. Go ahead and enjoy your meals. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Good travels.
What?
He just says good travels, and he turns back to the other guys, and he's like, they're all smiling at him big.
I wonder what sort of wager or what strange thing that happened over there, but Bashar's just gonna ignore it and make his way over to Reiju Masaru then.
Masaru.
Oh, Masaru. Okay.
Masaru. Reiju Masaru. He's finishing up his meal. He's sitting with another gentleman. He's wearing purple. He is with another gentleman wearing purple. And he was about to, pick up his plate as you sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say anything?
Yeah, so Bashar, kind of clears his throat and introduces himself. Hello, I have a few questions for you, if you do not mind me asking.
I'm a busy man. I'm
Well,
the Taisa around here. These are my men.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll keep my questions short then. So I've noticed during my wandering around the palace as the guest of the daimyo that there is a tower that is currently unmanned. Is there any particular reason? One would think that most of the palace would be guarded and armed from all vantage points.
Oh, well, thank you for telling me my job, sir.
No,
Didn't know I was...
Just curiosity caught the best of me, and I just wanted to ask.
Well, as you can see here, we are lightly manned. There's only a dozen soldiers, as you can see, plus some of the guards who are still on duty. The magistrate is taking all of the other samurai to the village right now.
Ah.
So, yeah, I man what I can.
Ah. That is quite understandable. Well, that is mostly what I want to ask, but that is quite a predicament. Now, would there be any way, perhaps, that I could speak with the daimyo myself? Perhaps offer my own services as a warrior?
You'll have to speak to the
him?
steward, Tomonobu.
I have a question. How loud are you two speaking?
I'm with Bashar, he's trying to keep it moderate, to where if anyone passed by, they would probably hear it, but not loud enough for everyone to hear.
It's a kind of a loud mess hall too. A lot of people are talking.
Hmm.
So
Bashar will try to keep it contained, within the circle of people that he's speaking with right now. But he does have the intention of trying to get a little more information about it. So like so that way he can tell the rest of the party later.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, you could try and listen in over the din of the other noise in the room.
You could,
Okay.
but there's a problem with that. I sat down with you to sit and enjoy my lunch and talk.
So
Yeah, and when we first sat down, I was like,
Oh,
Before we may
I thought
split
I
up.
separated. I thought I separated myself from
You did.
us currently.
You did.
So
You
yeah.
did.
So
Bashar
what they're
is
saying
separate.
is there's a scene going on with those three at the exact same time you're doing something, which inhibits Ayumi from listening into what you're doing.
unless she wants to just space out and listen in.
Or you could tell me to shut up, and I would shut up, and you could listen. But I'm letting you know.
Well, that's why I was asking how loud, because I figured if they were speaking at a very loud range, because there's such a loud environment around them, they would be speaking at a higher pitch. Then I might be able to easily overhear it without having to directly break my concentration. As a spy, I would imagine that I would be able to do something like eavesdrop without looking like I'm doing so. But
We're going back. We're going back to the scene.
All right.
All right. He says, if you want to talk to the daimyo, you'll have to set up an appointment with a Tomonobu. He's the castle steward.
All right. And like I'm assuming Steward Tomonobu is like around this area, or is he like
No, he's in the main castle. A servant can point him out to you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your help, Miss Masaru Reiju, or Reiju Masaru. So he'll
Taisa.
go ahead and give a curt bow and
Taisa.
make his
He
way.
says Taisa.
Taisa. Okay.
Yes.
yeah, Captain.
And the other man that's sitting there, the other man sitting there is a small, lean man, and he looks over at you as you're sitting there, and he says, "I wouldn't take that personally."
Like as far so now speaking out of character, as far as Bashar was concerned, he's like he's not insulted by it.
Well,
So like so Bashar says, well, I mean, I understand. I didn't address him by rank, so it was a fault of my own. I'm not used to this land,
Hold on.
and it's
I gotta stop L from messing with this thing.
oh.
This is an important.
Harry Gremlin.
There goes the Harry Gremlin. She's getting out of the room and running out.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. Like so basically Bashar says, I take no offense. I'm still new to these lands, so I'm not quite sure, what titles are here.
Well, you handle yourself well then, if you don't take offense to these types of things. I'm sure if he was somewhere where he was uncomfortable, it would be the same thing.
Oh. What the heck are you doing, little guy? Like my cat is like right behind me, and he's like just trying to adjust himself. I'm like, stop. All right. Let's see.
Reizu Daihachi, at your service.
Ah. Well, pleasure to meet you. My name is Basar bin Shahir. If you don't mind me asking, what is it that you do here for in this castle?
I am a swordsman, but I am mostly a teacher. My student, Ume, shows great promise, but she could use some work outside of the dojo. As he turns over to look at the girl with the stain on her kimono, as she has a dumpling in her chopsticks that falls out of her chopsticks, and then she tries to get it again.
I love this lady.
Perhaps she is a new recruit, perhaps?
No, she's the daimyo's daughter.
Oh.
I believe. Hold on, let me double check on that real quick.
So there is a princess present.
Oh, nope. She's the daimyo's niece. That's what she is. I thought I might have been wrong. Yes, she's the daimyo's niece.
Oh, okay. And she is receiving a warrior's training
Of course.
from you. Ah, okay.
We are samurai.
So there seems to be some similarities between what we do at Al Zawira and here at Rokugan.
You train people?
Well, he came from, or he had military. Now, speaking out of character, he has a military training for the Kamarist shield bearers.
Jikai seems to be bringing in people of all types from all places. But, Bashar, I wouldn't think that you were out from outside of the Empire, since all foreigners are, by definition, illegal.
Oh, this is information I wasn't aware of.
Ah, well...
Uh-huh. I've come from Unicorn Lands.
Finally.
So I mean, like, that's where he was from. So he's like, well, you know, like,
Of course, Unicorn Lands are far and expansive.
So, like, you know, he's still being truthful, and he's like,
I'd say that's like
he's
a
just
sentiment.
assuming that you know, like in Unicorn Lands, you get like a huge hodgepodge of people, and you know, he's just been traveling around Rokugan, and no one said, oh no, you're not allowed to go in our lands. So
I feel like that's a sentiment check.
on him or me?
It's you. You need to make some sort of check on, like, a courtesy air check.
All right.
Yeah. Sounds
Well, I mean,
about
like,
right.
I am from La
in my statement, like, you know, he was being truthful to the fact that he did come from there.
You're not from
and he
Unicorn
wasn't
Lands.
given a warning saying,
But you
oh,
aren't
yeah.
from Unicorn Land.
You're not from Unicorn Lands.
And I have.
You're
told
from
you
the
multiple
Caliphate.
times, You need to not mention that
Distant
in front
country.
of Imperials.
Marl can say that and technically be true, because the unicorns do claim her lands, but the Caliphate also claimed her land. So, and then her people claim it too as part of neither. So there's, but you, the Caliphate, is definitely not part of Unicorn Lands. It is a lie, and you will lose honor equal to your honor rank for the lie. And you will need to
but
make
it
a
is a
sentiment check.
necessary lie.
But it is a freaking necessary lie.
All
These
right,
are Imperials.
I
they
accounted
do
for
not
it.
fuck around.
All right,
Especially
all right.
since
You
he
were
brought
warned
it
about
up.
this several times.
Well, out of character, yes, but like in
No,
character,
in character. You
character.
were warned by Michi the monk.
And I've warned you multiple times. about
And,
this.
and the merchant from your lands also warned you.
Darn it!
But that's
what I
just
get
you
for being
people
an
telling
airhead.
him things. That doesn't count.
Like that's what I get for being an airhead. This sucks.
I think
Write
anytime
it down.
Matt takes
Remember,
remind
do
me
not
of something unrelated to the check, you need to tell him people don't want you to be a foreigner.
Yeah.
casually, you need to remember people here are highly xenophobic, and it is illegal for you to be an outsider here because outsiders attacked and tried to kill the emperor, and since then they have been banned. Except for the unicorn.
Well, they're
Question
not.
is, which outsiders?
They're not technically outsiders. They're
Yeah, well, they're Shinjo. The Lady Shinjo vouches for them, so they're cool.
They're just the weird
there
guys.
there are exceptions. Like the unicorn will say, "Oh no, that's a unicorn. That's not a foreigner. That's just a unicorn."
That's totally a moto.
And then
He's just a moto.
The mantis do the same thing. They're like, "Oh, this guy who's obviously a foreigner, that's a mantis.
Yoritomo. It's Yoritomo.
It's just a Yoritomo. That's all that is. There are no gaijin in Mantis Lands. There are none.
So,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
courtesy
And-
air.
And then the other ones, the tortoise.
The
The tortoise
tortoise?
also do this, and they're like, "Oh yeah, those aren't slave traders or
Yeah, they're just
Meosuka."
they're other Rokugani. We don't know where they're from. But they're Rokugani.
Yeah.
Probably unicorns.
Probably, yeah. Probably maybe Mantis.
Could be.
let's just say Bashar it just takes pride from where he comes from.
Make the sentiment. Make the. I don't
Courtesy
know. Courtesy. Yeah.
air?
Courtesy air.
Yeah, courtesy air.
Courtesy
I got
air.
no skill in courtesy.
You also said, "Oh, how strange that she's a woman who can fight. That's so cool because we do it in our lands." And I'm like,
Let me
"I'm
give
a
you
woman who can
the
flip.
TN
I'm
here.
playing like you've never seen one before."
No. No. I was commenting on the fact that she was a noble that was
Oh.
also receiving a warrior's training.
Oh yeah. Well,
I thought it was the woman thing too. I misunderstood.
The TN is 5.
I totally thought it was a woman. Too. I was like, I'm offended.
Good luck. I hope you get a bunch of exploding successes.
The TN is 5, sir. It's 5.
Ouch! And I only got like 2 ring and no skills in courtesy. Wonderful! Yay!
Okay, it's obviously
Well,
a lie.
someone's got blackmail on you.
So, yeah, you know how I said lose honor equal to... It's going to be twice your honor rank. Lose
Oh, like
equal to
twice?
5 times your honor ring.
twice your
All
honor
your
rank.
honor.
Get all of
Lose,
it.
lose that much honor.
2 times the
hold on.
tens digit.
So I have 35 honors, so just half of that.
6. You lose 6 honor.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what a rank...
No, your honor rank is like like the tens place.
Okay, so originally it was like 38 before I took 3.
All right, that's still a 3.
All right,
so you
so
just take another 3, and that'll be...
One.
So 35.
Well,
Go down to
places your
35.
6.
Okay.
The tens place. So like if you're at 30 to 39, that's a 3.
You went to
Oh.
38 to 35 and then 35 to 32.
You can watch my video on honor, glory, and status on the Dead Unicorn channel, my sister channel, where I make great stuff on how to play L5R.
And watch me freeze myself and throw myself into a wood chipper for this shame.
But the
Will that
sensei,
be on the video?
the sensei,
No, it's separate video.
No, you gotta pay separate shipping and handling, and then we send you that video.
the sensei doesn't seem to notice, and he says, "You know, it's interesting that Jikai is hiring samurai, and if one swears fealty to Jikai, you would be a samurai of Rokugan."
I have been considering doing so.
Of course,
it seems like
a samurai must uphold himself to the code of Bushido,
Oh.
which includes loyalty, duty, honor, courage, sincerity, and the others. Dopey, Doc, Dopey.
And the rest all here on
Responsibility.
Rokugan Island.
So out of character, this dude is like just trying to help me out. It's like, hey, you're kind of bringing yourself into a mess. If you don't want to
Yeah.
have any trouble, swear fealty to
I'm
this
missing.
guy.
I'm missing compassion and righteousness. That's the ones I left out. Compassion
And
and
then-
righteousness.
Yeah,
Courage,
and
courtesy,
heart.
duty, loyalty, honesty, justice, honor, and sincerity.
And heart and
And we are all Captain
tree.
Planet.
Yeah.
and lightning.
Yeah. And with these powers combined, We create Voltron of Bushido.
And Tyrannosaurus!
I am Captain Bushido.
Okay, yes, that's what he says. He says, a samurai must uphold these precepts. But it seems like you're already a capable warrior, as he says, sizing you up.
Okay. So like Bashar is definitely picking up what he's inferring to,
Laying
and Bashar's
down.
like kind of like internally just kind of punching himself in the head, going, "Oh, you dunce! Why?" But he plays it cool and says, "Well, I'm sorry, what was the right word? I'm honored. No, like." What's the feel that you get whenever you receive compliments? I'm flattered. That's right.
Yeah.
Why? Thank you. I'm quite flattered.
Well, as
That's
a
the
warrior
weapons and-
myself and a teacher, I must make sure that I know who I'm dealing with at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding who might be a potential enemy is a great skill to have, and what that enemy can do. Bashar, why are you here at Closed Shell Castle? Basharu-san.
What, Basharu-san?
Yeah, Basharu-san, why are you here at Closed Shell Castle?
You understand? You're a unicorn.
Well, within my travels, I have come across a monk who needed someone to protect her on the road, and I've come with her to this castle as part of her entourage. So currently, I'm just looking to see if I can perhaps get some work around these parts.
Well then, if you're just looking for work, you should speak to the Taisa again.
And I can assume that the Taiso already took off.
He's a very
Because-
busy man.
Hmm?
He's
Uh,
a
so,
very busy man.
Yeah. And he's the Taiso did say that I would have to talk with Steward Otomo Nobu in order to get a meeting with the daimyo.
If you wish to
and
simply be a
get
soldier,
indoctrinated.
you're simply
Huh?
wishing to be a soldier here. If you're simply wishing to fill out the ranks, the Taisa would be the one to talk to. If you're wishing to swear fealty, if you're wishing to become a full samurai with a samurai name, you will definitely need to speak to Otomo Nobu to get an audience with Reiju Jikai sama. I'm sorry, Dono, right? This is a Dono situation.
Don't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dono is definitely for higher ranking people. Trying to put together my thoughts of how Bashar would respond. It's like
But I don't think you're actually here to get some money. Well, if you were here to get, if you were here to find work and get money, why investigate the derelict tower?
it simply caught my curiosity, and
I'm
I was
sure it did. I'm
curious
sure
as
it
to
did.
why it was empty.
I'm sure it did. What else have you done here at Closed Shell Castle before looking for work?
Let's see. Well, we did go. We did fight some strange spectral, like lion-faced fish. When there was talk by I'm trying to remember what the name of the what was his name? Reiju Junzaburo. When Reiju Junzaburo was saying that he heard footsteps on the rooftop, and my company and I have gone up to investigate, and we were accosted by these strange lion-faced fish creatures until we dispatched them.
He nods.
Beat up our decorative statues. Great.
So you're breaking the scenery.
I will have to talk to our Yojimbo about this situation. I did not know that our statues could move.
I
But
find it
it's-
strange too.
It's very interesting, the things that have that have happened here to you. All before you made your way here for some lunch.
My
It has
fault.
been quite an enlightening discussion with you, Basharu-san.
Well, it was a pleasure talking with you as well, Reiju Daihachi. I hope to speak with
Sensei.
you again soon sometime. Oh, Sensei.
Sensei.
Okay.
Be sure to give the correct honorific to the people you speak to. As he
I most
bows,
certainly will. Thank you for educating me.
as he bows and takes his plate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna rewind.
All right, back to
You
the rest
three
of the three.
at your lunch table.
Well, I was in the library, and actually, Rikyu met me there at the end. I was hoping to find out some history about this castle and its grounds, but it's all conspicuously missing. So is anything about the construction of the castle, and there's no mention of any traps or protections of any kind. Also, that man in the library, Mamoru Nakama,
Yeah, he was
He's-
rude.
rude but also very strange.
Momoru? Can I do like a culture check to see if I recognize the family name Momoru?
Okay. I don't even know the name, the family name.
Yeah, exactly. That family name sounds bizarre. It must be a Ronin, I'm assuming.
He gave
By
me
the-
the
by the name.
feeling of a wild animal who wanted to hunt me.
Oh, he might
look at
really
you-
just
I
found
look
you
at you-
attractive.
I look at you very, 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 very seriously when you say that. Where did you say he was? The library.
Yes.
Why was he in the library if he's looking
Why was
like
he holding a wrench? A
Why would he
library
want-
with a wrench?
why would
That's
he
weird.
why would he hunt you in a library?
He was extremely interested in hunting grounds, and he said he was interested in the conservation of the wildlife so it wasn't overhunted.
Oh,
Which I guess makes sense if hunting is his favorite thing to do.
Or
Is
he's
he-
possessed by a wolf
is he a
spirit.
Talon?
Oh, what was that, Ayumi?
He a Talon?
Sorry?
A
What's
Talon.
a talon? What's a talon?
It's a. They're called an Otokodate.
Should
They
I know
are-
what that is?
Everyone who is Rokugani probably would. It's a Ronin. It's a band of Ronin who have been acknowledged so far as to have a name and a
Oh, okay.
skill attached to them. They are like an allowed band of Ronin. They're officially recognized. So I go. The Talon are a a group of Ronin who train each other in hunting, and they are quite skilled combatants. It is one of their members are the ones who taught me everything I know about hunting.
Well, let me also say he gave off the air of being a courtier, or at least of thinking very highly of himself, like he deserved respect.
Oh, that's very strange. Maybe I
Hey,
don't
I guess
want to meet this
is
person.
Bashar not sitting with us? What's going on? Oh, why is he sitting with them? Oh, they do not look comfortable over there.
Oh, they look.
No.
Are they rock, scissors, papering to see who has to? Oh, that is awkward.
Aww.
Oh.
They are Imperials. I don't
He
imagine.
doesn't seem to understand what's going on. He's just gonna keep on. Wow, that I feel bad. Should we go over there?
No, don't interrupt him.
He's just a trooper.
He'll get through it as long as he doesn't tell him that he's like a foreigner or something. We'll be fine.
Oh, I love how my character's being roasted. It's like, ouch. Me and my brain dead self.
All right.
Anyway,
I've told him so many times. I'm sure it's not going to be an issue.
yes.
Don't worry, Howard. You can laugh.
So it makes me think. There haven't been many samurai here. And if the magistrate was angry enough or riled up enough to send all of the samurai away from the castle, that means there might not be anyone here directly to guard.
Well,
I mean,
Bashar mentioned that he was visiting some tower
I
that was unmanned.
Goku chow my food. I just stopped talking and I literally Goku chow. I like pull up the bento box and just rifle food directly down my gullet.
that looks awkward.
Yeah.
Okay.
I finish quickly and I go, I'm going to, okay. And I walk off.
Whoa, that was even worse than
Is it me?
Nice.
I didn't change after that fight. It could be me.
Could be. I'm not going to sniff you.
Oh, I smell like sweat and ectoplasm. Oh,
He slimed me.
So, weird guy in the library. No information about this place.
Well, if you're paranoid and you're
ghost
setting
in the
traps, you
well.
probably don't leave a list of where you put them. I'm just saying I wouldn't have kept a list of where the traps are.
oh yes,
Not necessarily in the library itself, but
the traps.
you'd think it would be somewhere.
Maybe. There could be a secret map of where not to step, but if you're really paranoid, you just keep all that information up here.
Yes, or maybe it's available to the
It
soldiers.
must be in the derelict tower. Or they just don't feel like staffing the tower. One of the two. Either
It's
all the
odd,
answers
though.
are there or it's not important at all.
It's odd that they would have just one tower completely unmanned. Wouldn't it be better to just have fewer people in each tower?
Unless the tower itself is the trap. I don't know. If you really want to know about the derelict tower, you should stop asking. You just sneak out there and look.
Yeah.
Anyway, time can
So-
pass. I'm going to eat my food. All
Yeah.
right.
We should
So, like,
check out the well
so-
and the tower.
So, like, I assume at this point, Bashar can come back to the table after speaking with what was his name? Reiju Daihachi Sensei.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I put my feet up. Sorry, cool kid stable.
Most of the samurai have been have shuffled out by now. A lot of y'all were coming in at the end of the lunch,
Yeah.
anyways.
They finished their break.
And it's just y'all
Mm-hmm.
finishing up whatever you have left on your plate.
Mm-hmm.
Learn anything useful?
Well, I've learned quite a bit, and I have also learned that I am quite a bit of a buffoon, but regardless of that, I have heard that the tower is empty because because they don't have enough manpower in the palace to keep people in. The magistrate that you have spoken with before has took a majority of them warriors out of here, and it seems that it is under order that the tower remains empty as such for now. And I met a nice.
Have you been to the tower?
I thought you left the table.
Yeah, didn't you
Out
leave?
of character.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So, so like my next comment was going to be, by the way, where has Ayumi gone?
I don't know.
She suddenly decided to eat like she was possessed. Oh no, I hope she wasn't possessed. And then she left.
She decided to eat like a dog and not chew anything.
I would like to see a portrait of that sometime.
It was really nasty, actually. It was like on her
I probably
chest,
would've
around
found
her
it funny.
mouth, just rice everywhere. She had a couple in her back of her hair. I would have told her, but she was in such a hurry. I didn't want to run after her and be like, "Your hair is gross."
Speaking of messy eaters, I did see this one student of this person I was speaking with, Reiju Daihachi Sensei. Apparently, he is training like the daimyo's niece in the way of the samurai, or the way of Bushido, from what I had explained to me.
That's normal.
Could you perhaps?
I mean, he could have turned her into a courtesan, but maybe she didn't want to be one.
Could you perhaps teach me some of the tenets during our off time? But
I mean, I could recite them for you right now, but if you want to really talk about what they actually mean, that's a philosophy conversation.
like I would leave this detail out as a something that happens in between scenes.
But there's a little song you can use to remember them all. It goes like this: Jinyu-rei, Chugo-jime o Makoto. That's it. That's the whole song.
That's pretty good.
Well, perhaps I can use this, but if so,
have to practice
why has Ayumi left?
She didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Just-
again, she ate like a dog and she rocked
Yes.
off. We don't know. She's like,
Well.
gotta go. Had a thing. And,
Well.
I mean, like literally, like half sentences. It made nothing, and she just wandered away. And just give her some privacy, but it was odd. If she's gone for too long, I'll worry.
Anyway, we think it's probably a good idea to check out the well with the spirit in it
Oh,
and the abandoned tower. It doesn't make any sense to me that they would just decide not to man a tower because they didn't have many people. Wouldn't they just split
filled-
up with a
it's filled
smaller
with
group in each
barrels.
one?
well, it's filled with barrels, and it has one open barrel full of arrows.
So you think all the barrels are arrows?
Perhaps. I don't know. I do not know what else they might contain.
I was thinking that if we go to the well, maybe we could pull the body up, maybe purify the water, and that'll help with part of the problem. But the ghost is mad about being murdered. And
Perhaps
that part we might have to figure out who did it. And that would explain all that anger and rage he seems to be dealing with, or she. I don't know. It was mostly bones. I didn't really
perhaps I
study
can,
close enough.
Perhaps I would have the opportunity to throat punch a specter. That sounds like fun.
You might. See how fast they heal, because I honestly was not up for another fight before Marlo and Naomi helped me out. Oh, and you did you made me that crazy
potion.
brew, whatever that was.
It is a necessary alchemist elixir.
Do you think you could work with a brewmaster and maybe give it a better finish? If so, I think we can market that.
Perhaps.
Does
mean,
maybe a cough
The
syrup?
healing was amazing. The taste was vile, I think is the nicest word I can use.
It's
Yes,
Bas-
like
Basharu-san's definitely Rokugani elixir for what ails ya.
who knows? It looks like I might corner a market that even what's his name? Darn it! I got too many notes. No.
It's worm flavored.
Oh, Osamu, looks like I'm getting into Osamu's territory here.
Yeah, looks like. So where are
We
y'all
still
headed?
need to. Oh, I'm sorry.
Where are you headed after lunch? Are you gonna go to the well? Or are you gonna go to the derelict tower?
That's about what I was hoping to solve in character.
Okay.
I mean, our big goal here is still to meet the Daimyo, and I don't feel like we've made enough progress towards that. But I am a little bit curious about the derelict tower.
Me too.
I kind of want to go beat up the guy from the library, but I don't know if that makes sense or if it's just something I want to do. What
Quite
do
the
y'all think?
Valentine honor to you, my friend.
Well, yeah, on Thursdays. It's a Thursday. It feels Thursday-ish. I don't know my Rokudani calendar. It could be another day.
Well,
It's
perhaps,
Thursday.
Well, I can perhaps act as a guide, but we will most certainly need a torch because it will be difficult to see inside.
All right. Well, we go to the cellar, grab some lanterns. They had
Yeah.
a bunch. Or, there's probably somewhere around here we can get some basic supplies.
There are candles in here. There are lanterns with candles in this room.
I assume we should just be stealing things from the walls.
There are also servants in here who you could ask for one.
Yep, there's that. Yep. Mm-hmm. They're like droids in Star Wars. We just ignore them.
Yeah, actually.
So Bashar will pipe up. Excuse me, do you perhaps have a spare lantern that we can use?
Of course, sir. One moment.
Um,
I'll scurry off to get you a lantern.
By the way, I went to the guest rooms.
Ah, okay.
Nope.
Like
We
I
don't know
sort of
that.
assumed that you went to the tower, but well,
Why would I go to the tower?
The servant comes
well, you
back.
kind of left after hearing about the derelict tower.
I didn't hear about the derelict tower.
Oh,
I didn't hear about any of that. All I said was I told everybody else. I was going on my train of thought, saying, "Oh yeah, there's like not as many people. Everybody's here in the food hall. Everybody else was everything else was kind of empty." And then I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I took off. I gave a bullshit excuse and then ran away. And I ran
Are you
away.
making
to go to
sure
my
we're not
guest
getting
room.
robbed?
I don't remember you giving any excuse. You just ate
I
and
did.
left.
I said a bunch of stuff. I said like 7 things, but they were all like half sentences. Excuses.
Yeah, that's
And then-
exactly what I said he said.
exactly.
That's what I said. He said that she said.
That's what your description of what I said. I just did a bunch of random
Okay.
shit. And then I
The
said it.
servant comes back with a lantern. You have a lantern. You can go check out the derelict tower.
all right,
Thank you very much.
I just
you're
wanted
very
to say what
welcome.
I was.
all right. So we'll just go ahead and make our way to the derelict tower and just explore.
I feel like we should find Ayumi, but I really don't know where she went. So
Yeah. I don't know
I
either.
mean, she was all sweaty in the dojo earlier. Maybe she went to change clothes.
I did.
I could use a change of
Maybe.
clothes.
That's a fair assumption, and
Fine.
ironically, that's exactly why I went to the. I wasn't allowed to say what I was doing yet, but yeah, that's what I was going there to change, and then I was gonna go and try to get a meeting with the daimyo by portraying myself as somebody who might be important enough to get
Then, surprisingly not being meta, we now will show up at the guest rooms where you actually went.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, fine, go change your clothes.
All
Called
right.
it. I am the lead investigator of all things.
That happens. You're in the guest rooms, and Ayumi is actually there. And she's changed. Did you want to make your design design check?
So I
mine.
just pull off the sweaty shirt and find the less dirty
Yeah.
shirt.
Design is what you use for wearing stuff,
Disguise?
disguising stuff. Anything you're doing, that's design. Yes.
Okay,
Finery
cool.
and worn art.
She's gonna like step out from behind the Soji screen and look like someone else. We're gonna be like, get out of our
So
room.
you want
Yeah.
to give
What the hell are you
air-
doing here?
This is mind you, this is the third time you're trying to pull off the same thing.
Third?
Exactly. Now that I have had training, I've quieted my spirit. No longer aggressive. I will also spend a void.
So you're looking to adapt with water or invent with fire.
I guess invent with fire.
Okay.
She's like, I'm going to create the newest fashion.
It's a TN3.
I'm not really going for fashion as much as authority.
Exactly.
Trying to look important, more important than I am. And I will spend a void point. And is there anything I can do to help me? Oh, I have a disguise kit.
Yes.
Will that at all help me, or is that just letting me make the roll, basically?
Don't know. You know what? With the disguise kit, not sure how that works.
Essentially, a more practical and full-featured version of a makeup kit, a disguise kit allows a shinobi to alter their appearance radically. False mustaches and beards, hair extensions, prosthetics for noses, ears, and fingers, and concoctions for changing the appearance and texture of the skin by adding lesions
Wow.
or scars are all contained in a disguise kit.
I'm gonna say I thought
Cost
you just
9,
had
boo,
like
rarity 6.
you were just gonna like rearrange your kimono, do something different. But no, you got all that. I'm gonna make it a TN2. I'm gonna give you
Okay.
that. I'm gonna give you a TN2 to make this roll.
Okay, I hope this works. Otherwise, y'all are gonna. Oh, god damn it!
Can I just declare it works for her?
Y'all are gonna walk in on me again, getting pissed.
You have no skills in this.
Yeah, I'm not great at design. Unfortunately. Not yet.
I don't have any skills in it either, but it's not important to me.
Yeah, well, this
Same
is the
for
first
Rashad.
time it's been super important
Okay,
for me.
you guys walk into the guest rooms, and Ayumi is just like, she's got makeup out. She's got like trying to redo her kimono. She's got thread and needle, and she looks really frustrated. Everything she's doing.
Like a little girl in her mommy's makeup.
Yeah, actually. And frustrated, like throwing a tantrum just the same.
Oh,
Like she's frustrated and throwing thread things rolling across the the room. Why doesn't this just work?
Bad time. Do you have a date later? Have you gotten a courting?
No. I took up a towel and like smear a bunch of makeup off of my face.
We're gonna like
No dates.
check out a derelict tower or something. Do you want to go?
yeah, this seems like the kind of thing you'd be very interested in.
Fine. Get up. Defeated. I like toss a bunch of stuff onto the stuff. I don't even mess with my face, like trying to fix all the makeup that's smeared all over my face. I just grab my mask and shove it on my face. Tie it around my head. put on my kimono, like my actual like travel kimono that can take a beating. Well, that already has taken a beating.
Hey, Marl, you're a girl. Maybe you two can do each other's makeup.
Got like half a titty hanging out.
I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I've seen plenty of people wearing makeup around here, but it's not very popular where I come from.
I say as I grab my, I grab a bow and my like quiver and put it on my obi. I just walk out of the room.
So, well, before you leave, though, I'm gonna have Bashar, like, just kind of gently pat Ayumi on the back. Is like, not to worry. If you ever come across the burning sands with me, I can introduce you to my sisters. They might teach you, teach you how to handle makeup.
Fumes coming out of my ears at this point.
Ayumi, you look lovely without having to paint your face. Don't worry about it.
Let's just get to the tower.
Just trust me, your face could be way worse.
Jesus.
Says the man with no face.
Bashar like kind of busts out laughing, kind of like remembering how his sisters were like also going through that too. It's like, oh, so he's just enjoying this. It's like,
It's funny because y'all think it's because I want to look pretty, and it's like I'm pissed because I'm like, God, I'm terrible at my job, and you guys are like, don't worry, you're pretty enough. God damn it. You're just making it so much worse for being so bad at this thing I should be good at. I'm a girl. Like,
well, now you know where to spend your experience points.
I grab my the wakizashi that I found and I put it into the back of my obi like usual, just like slide it into the back of my obi, and then grab my bow and I'm like, okay, let's go.
Okay. So you go down through the building towards the derelict tower. You know where it is because, well, it's just past the kitchen.
And Bashar is with us.
Yeah, well, he came out the front and went around the building. But you can make it, like, there's a door to the outside right next to the kitchen. You saw it when you were next to the kitchen. So as you're coming down through here, you open the door, and there's a servant with a bucket of water there who was very startled. And she's like, ah! As you come out the same door, and her water, like jostles around. She kind of spills a little. Sorry. I didn't mean. I didn't think you were going to be there.
Oh, sorry
to startle you.
Oh, where are you getting fresh water from? Because I know you're not using the well in there.
Of course not. I wouldn't dare get any water from that well. There's a well outside of the castle that I apologize. Because that well in the kitchen is, well, it's haunted. It's a haunted well. We don't go in there. Don't tell anybody, though. We don't want the daimyo.
I believe you completely. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to go outside of the castle to get water, and it's a little dangerous. So that's why I was a little on edge. But yeah.
What's dangerous about getting the water out there? Just because you're leaving the castle wall?
Well, yeah. There's dangerous animals. There could be bandits. There are wolves.
And yet they send you alone? That seems silly.
Well, they don't bother with us. We're just supposed to do our job.
I don't think that's how wolves work.
I mean, I would love an escort if somebody could walk with me.
I'll take it.
I'd walk you, but it looks like you're done.
Well, give me a second. Let me put this water in the kitchen, and I'll go get some extra buckets, and you can help me if that's what you want. If I would love that.
Sure.
Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm definitely fine with that.
Sure, we'll come with
The
you.
girl I saw before?
She'll take the water into the kitchen. She'll pour the empty buckets into a large barrel.
Oh wait. No, this isn't the same girl I saw before, right?
Oh, this is the no, this isn't the dour one. This
Oh,
is
this
the
is
one
the
that
dour
showed
one?
you your room. Yeah, this is the one who showed you your rooms before. This is Shaki.
Shaki. Okay.
Yes, this is
I
Shaki.
will look at
The
her and
other
go, "Of
one
course."
was Atsuko.
I look at her and go, "Of course. I told you things would get better. You have people to lean on. Things get easier."
So she'll pour the water into a big barrel in the kitchen. She'll take the empty buckets and begin walking out the door and towards the derelict tower.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
she'll
right.
walk into the derelict tower. She says, be careful, it's a little dark in here.
Can't see anything, by the way.
Oh, well, Bashar got a light.
Hmm?
Your light,
yes.
Bashar.
Yes,
Put on
yes,
the
I
lantern.
know.
Oh no,
Like,
I
I will-
meant on the map. Like,
Yeah.
the map isn't revealed.
So you turn on
Or
the
you
light.
gotta take care of the fog of war stuff, man. It's annoying.
She'll also, like, turn on light a candle and a lantern that hangs from her obi.
Mhm.
And she'll go behind the barrels. There's a whole bunch of barrels down here. And she goes behind them. And then she moves a door, a hidden door. And she says, come on. And she goes
Oh.
down into a tunnel.
I leave marks to remind myself where these places are before going down.
And Bashar kind of takes a mental note of where to find the passageway again.
Did you hear me, Corey?
Yeah, you
Okay.
mark the area so anybody can find this door.
Well, no. I marked this area so that I can find the door with a tool that I use, like quietly, discreetly.
Right.
That's the word.
So you make it more obvious that there's a secret door here. Got it.
No.
Only if you know to look for the marks for the secret door. The arrow is very subtle.
Exactly. Well, I'm thinking like I go to one of the barrels and I line the barrel up correctly with a dot on the barrel and a dot on the floor, and that tells me where the, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
sure.
Something not obvious.
Exactly. I'm not just gonna
So-
draw a line and say secret door here.
So the door, the cave goes down for a little bit until it comes out of the hill. It's a small like gap in the hill that's covered by bushes that is really not noticeable at all, unless you were looking for something like this specifically. And she says, the stream's this way.
I'll just keep following her.
Okay.
This is an interesting path.
She walks. It takes like 10 minutes to walk there, and she fills up the buckets, and then she heads on back. Unless y'all want to, conversate with her.
Yeah. Is there any other? Are you the only one who comes out here together with the water?
Yeah, I'm the one who goes and gets the water. Yeah.
There's no one else that would be willing to come with you? Someone who knows
No,
how to defend
I'm-
themselves?
No one else wants to do this. I barely want to do this.
It's like a
I get
leisurely
the
stroll
feeling
to
that
me.
I get the feeling that a lot of the workers of this village and this castle, don't seem to be very
Friendly?
no, they
Very
don't seem to be
happy
very
with the
well
living
taken care of,
situation.
well looked after.
Well, you must understand, the daimyo here is new. The Otomo that were guarding this place thought they were going to leave when Reiju took control, but apparently that's not the case. Reiju's been trying to get samurai to come to be his own army, and there's not a lot of them. Well, he's getting more and more and more, and we don't have a lot of the stores to feed all these people to. So sooner or later, he's going to have to let the Otomo go.
Why does he want the Otomo to stay here?
Because they're trained samurai, and the people that he is hiring, we don't know. I don't know where they come from or what their training is, but I do know that the Otomo are very good at their job. They just don't want to be here.
So the problems that arise from this area is because of the lack of manpower.
No, it's because of the lack of leadership, the lack of know-how. But if nobody capable of stepping up is going to step up to assist the daimyo, then things are going to get worse here. Not only for the castle staff and the samurai here, but for the people in the village and in here in the castle.
We already saw what happened in the village.
They're about to slaughter people in the village. They're willing to slaughter them to keep order. For how long? The food isn't going to last. I look over at the dour woman and go, but there's still hope.
She's not the dour woman.
Oh, she's not the dour woman.
No,
Okay.
she's
She
not the
is
woman.
now. Look what you did.
Yeah, now
exactly.
she is. Yeah.
Good, I've broken her spirit.
Can you tell me how long it's been since you've been able to use the well in the cellar?
Well, it's been. It can't have been more than a week.
Has anybody gone missing lately?
No,
Okay.
not that I know of.
Where do the magistrates keep the prisoners?
Oh, they're holding cells. If you go through the war room, beneath there, in the back between the war room and the armory, there's a room that leads down into the holding cells that are also built into the hill.
Do they keep any of the old villagers there?
Oh, it's empty.
Empty.
Yeah, we use it as a storeroom right now. You can go down there. I'm sure you can. It's wide open.
Are there any other passages like the one over at the tower, like anywhere else in the castle?
Nah, not that I know of. This is I've worked here before Jikai was here, so
Oh.
I know more about this castle than the others.
So, hold on. So, I'm trying to remember the other question I was going to ask for Bashar. So, what happened to the previous daimyo?
This castle was given to Reiji Jikai.
Yes, but
He
you were
was-
here before.
Blah blah blah. Let me just read here. So Nahako was the woman. Otomo Nahako was the woman who created the castle. She built the castle.
Mm-hmm.
She died in the castle. She barricaded herself in here, and I think she just died from the stress of it all. She was pretty old, though. It was her time.
I'm going to do a sentiment check on this girl. She seems extremely helpful, and I'm wondering if it's naivety or if she's like harboring some kind of like actual resentment similar to those in the village. Like, could I use this to help
Okay. Sure.
push her over?
What's your approach here? Let me bring up her character sheet.
I'm going to analyze for sure. I'm analyzing who she is and trying to figure out if
Here.
if I press the right buttons, could I get her to work with me to a more extreme level? She knows the ins and outs of the castle.
So
That
you're
could
looking
be
at
extremely
hair?
beneficial. Yeah, air.
Okay, TN4.
That's
I'm sorry, you keep picking the wrong elements.
yeah. That's fair. No worries. But that's gonna be tough. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try it. Nope.
Hey, you might be able to use opportunity to figure out what the best way to do it is.
That's true. I could.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I'm gonna spend an opportunity to do that to determine what the easiest way to do this is, and then two, I'm gonna spend another opportunity on learning something about the character. I guess that I'm interacting with,
So you're gonna gain a
which is
strife
one of
to
their
do it?
advantages or disadvantages that
Okay.
affects.
Okay.
And then
So gain your strife from taking 2 opportunity. So first off, the easiest way to do this would be a sentiment theorize
fire.
to figure this woman out. That
Okay.
would be the easiest way to do it. The second thing is she seems pretty deferential.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
a disadvantage that she has. She is deferential to others.
I can see that. Okay, perfect. All right, I will try to do another sentiment fire check later in the conversation.
Okay. So, she says, I'm very thankful for your help. I don't suppose you'd help me later on when we need more water tomorrow.
I'd be happy to help as long as I'm here in the castle.
Same.
Yes, but
You can go by the guest rooms, just knock on our door if you want, or I can try and find you. What time?
I do this just after lunch when the kitchens are empty.
Oh well, no problem. Just after we eat lunch, come to the cafeteria or the mess hall, whatever they call it.
Okay.
If you need help, not only with this, but if you need help with anything around the castle, just give me a heads up. I'm not a samurai, so I don't mind helping out where I can.
Okay. She makes her way back to the derelict tower. It's 20 minutes round trip. She thanks you guys. And she goes back towards the kitchen around. This is an herb garden right here, by the way.
Can I do my before she
And then-
leaves? Can I do my sentiment fire check?
Sure, you can do your sentiment fire check.
Oh, so the herb garden is here?
Yep. And this
just make-
looks like it should be a garden, but everything's dead over here. There's also a
That's
building
the-
over
the
here.
place they told
There's
us
some more
about.
buildings over here. There's some more buildings. Everything in this like shadowy area, there's like buildings.
Gonna
Well,
explode
let's
those
explore
explodies.
Well,
2 successes and 2 opportunities.
Okay, you're using fire. The TN was 1. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you think the reason she's telling you all this is because you were really nice to her and are protecting her from wolves.
yep, she's just being thankful.
Okay, I'm gonna spend one of those opportunities to extrapolate the motivations, or desires of another character in the scene, which is gonna be her.
Hey, baby, what are
It's
you
another
into?
character, not her. You can't do it to her because it is a different character.
You want to know what I'm into?
Yeah. What are actually? You know what? What are Marl's secret desires? And then
Ooh.
and then
So she leaves you in the derelict tower. Y'all can hang out there or y'all can leave. like I said, this is a dead little garden here, and there's a whole bunch of different buildings around here. More stuff to explore. There's more stuff to explore in the castle over here and over here. Lots of things. There's dead spots over here, and of course there's the evil ghost well as well.
Man, I want to hear what Marl's secret desire
Yeah,
is.
so for real, that's what you want to spend your opportunity on?
Yeah, I'll spend an opportunity on that, and I'll spend an opportunity on removing a strife.
I know the answer. You want me to say it?
If you
Let
want.
her say it.
Go ahead, Crystal. Go.
What Marl wants the most in the whole wide world is to find the perfect man to settle down with and have children.
I hear Bashar's rich.
But banished.
We can
Bashar
fix it.
has no time for that.
So y'all are in the derelict tower. There are a bunch of barrels here. There are stairs going up.
Rich and naive.
One of the barrels is open.
I'm assuming this is the barrel full of arrows that Bashar already saw.
You'll look in the open barrel. There, it's filled with arrows.
I
Indeed
look
it
in
is.
one of the closed barrels.
It is closed.
I shake a closed barrel to see if it sounds like arrows.
It does not sound like arrows. It sounds like there's some sort of liquid in there.
I open a barrel.
How do you open a barrel?
I have an open and close kit. So I pull out tools from the open and close
What
kit.
the hell are you talking about?
It's called an opening and closing tools kit.
Really?
When
It's a
social-
crowbar, a hammer,
When
and some
social
nails.
engineering fails, there's always breaking and entering. An open and closing kit includes pliers, drills, oil, and hammer spikes, and cutting or sawing implements
right.
used for breaking into sealed locations. It
Because
also
of
contains
course
iron
Ayumi
clamps
has all this.
of various sizes in a bracket shape with spiked ends. These can hold doors open, doors closed, and require a pursuer to spend time forcing the door while the shinobi escapes.
Okay, you
I can
opened the
use
barrel.
open
You
I have
opened
tools,
the barrel
buddy.
with all of the tools in your opening and closing kit.
I'm sure she has like a crowbar in there
Exactly.
or
I
something.
basically pull out the equivalent of a crowbar and pop the thing open.
You
Bashar
uncast
is
the
impressed.
cast, and you get
I'm-
you get a salty sea smell as this barrel is filled with salted fish that they use in cooking.
Okay, I closed the
been
barrel up.
slowly fermenting into a nice, rich fish
Newt
sauce.
I go, okay, so that's delicious.
Or it will
So
be
it's
in a
not a
couple
tower
of
full of
years.
gunpowder barrels.
It's dried fish. It's good. It's delicious. It's what you're gonna survive on if this place gets sieged.
Well,
Barrel pickled fish.
okay. Glad
If
I
they're
don't have
using
to
the-
subsist on that. Ori.
If they're using the prisons for storage, they might just be using this place for storage too. But
Perhaps.
I
Obviously,
think
they
it-
don't have enough food if they're worried about supplying the growing number of samurai that are.
we should still check this place out better.
You want me to keep looking at different barrels?
I guess. I
Keep
think
an eye
we
out
should
to make sure
take
nobody's
a look
coming.
at the room itself, though, too.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can look around.
Okay. It's a room. It's got barrels. There's stairs going up. You go up the stairs. There, it's the tower. There's nobody up here, but you can like open like the windows down. There are arrow slits. There's no bows or anything up here. No weapons. You can look across at the other towers, and you'll see like a guard sitting up there.
Like napping.
Yeah, like yeah, not giving a shit.
They're Imperials. It's very rare that they're going to see actual combat.
I mean, the only thing that seems odd is, well, one, there's a secret door, and two, there's an open barrel filled with arrows.
And fish.
Is there...
No, you reclosed
there's
that, right?
No skill really for searching for secret
I
passages
look
and the
inside
like.
of the arrow basket.
Okay.
How how well are the arrows made? First off,
They're just-
'cause I'm a bear.
They are military arrows for,
So standard
They're
issue.
standard
military grade willow leaf arrows, probably.
Exactly.
yeah.
This is not an appropriate way to store them.
At all.
No.
I moved the barrel over. Does this barrel have something underneath it?
No.
Is there something underneath the arrows?
Well, the barrel is filled to the brim with these arrows. This is like an army's worth of arrows in here.
Why are there a barrel full of arrows?
Maybe someone to hide some arrows.
My assumption was that this was a watchtower, and if the
This will
palace
get-
was under siege, there'd
Some of
be
these-
people that they need to fire at.
Yeah, but some of these arrows are going to be damaged. You're going to lose. You would normally loose these into small groups.
Just so you know,
and
you
they're-
have enough tactics to understand this is not how you store arrows. Even if you needed arrows for a watchtower, you don't stick them in a barrel.
Yeah. I don't know who did this. Do they not know how to store arrows?
Unless somebody stole the arrows and hid them here. Because they know the guards don't come here.
The captain knows that this isn't how you store arrows, and he's
Why
the one
would he?
that
He
told
doesn't
people
come
not
here.
to come here.
Yeah, the Taisho said
And
that
wait.
no one is supposed
Wait.
to come here.
Wait. What if they're using this as a way to funnel goods and supplies to the renegades?
Well, that would be fortunate.
So so there's an inside man that is in cahoots.
But why would they leave the barrel open?
So is there like an upstairs to the tower? Can I just walk up?
Yeah, yeah.
and look around?
They're
Is
going
it-
up. It's a
Okay.
there's windows that you can open up or arrow slits that you can fire through up here. So you can either look out, or you can like fire from safety. If you had bow and arrows.
Well, we have arrows. We're halfway there.
I have a bow, so
I just put an arrow in and just like whack it out.
I am a Yumi.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, so bad. And on that joke, we should end the game. That should be the name of the game right there. I
On
am
that
a
note,
Yumi.
we should murder Tarek.
All right, yeah, I think this is a good place to end
Oh,
the game. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
geez, we've been at this a long time.
Give yourself 3 experience points.
all right.
Now I can finally get design.
There is
Actually-
One of these days, I might spend some of those again.
there are some honor and glory rewards here. I'm just gonna go check them out here. Okay. For dueling a ghost, I am going to give you.
Glory!
God, how? I'm going to give you 6 points of honor
Ooh.
for dueling a ghost in an honorable duel. It was.
It was an honorable duel.
I'm giving you like points for courage, for honor. And then I'm going to give you 6 points of glory for defeating a ghost. Actually, no, I'm going to give you 9 points of glory. No, God, how should I do this? I'm going to give you 6 points of glory. I'm going to give you a major for defeating a ghost by punching it in the throat. 6 points of glory.
By the way, I don't have design because I thought skullduggery would be used for disguise. But I'm going to buy design.
Sure, you got experience points
I
now.
feel like skullduggery for disguise is like if you want to look like a certain person.
That's fair.
But yeah, finery design is for finery and worn art, if you want to look like you're important, if you want to look,
If you want to look fancy.
that's definitely design.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, is there any? I gave Bashar a honor loss. Ayumi didn't do anything terrible or great, and neither did Marl. So
Well,
actually,
helpful.
I am
how about
wrong.
helping that
Everybody,
server?
give yourself a point of honor for walking the young lady to her chore. That's right. That
I
is-
was thinking that might happen.
I'll take being at 32. I think I'm more honorable than, or no, mate. Maybe I'm just as honorable as Bashar.
36 right now.
Oh, well, fuck.
Okay, everybody. That's it. If you are watching this video and you watched it all the way through, you obviously liked it, so hit the like button. Do all the YouTube things, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we're playing. We're going to be playing every Saturday. Do we want to do next time? Next time on L5R. Go, Tarek.
Next time on L5R, Ayumi steals a bunch of arrows. I'm just playing. On the next episode, Ayumi is going to attempt to sneak into the daimyo's chamber and
Alright.
see what she can find out. I will pass it off to Marl.
Tomorrow.
Next time on Cyber Samurai Saturday, Marl doesn't beat up a ghost. She just nicely tells it to go away.
Politely tells it to fuck off.
Rikyu.
Riku is going to demand to see some sort of a census count because we have way too many dead bodies and nobody's missing.
Nobody missing.
Bashar?
Perhaps exploring a little more of the castle, and perhaps also saving his skin by trying to ingratiate himself to the daimyo, and maybe officially become a samurai, just to make sure that he reasonably now understands the dangers of ousting himself as a foreigner.
Yes. If you do that, you really embody the Bushido tenet of sincerity. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.